TribLive High School Sports Network is the official video and audio streaming partner of the WPIAL. We broadcast over 2,000 sporting events each year and cover 17 sports in over 170 schools. At HSSN, you'll find the latest in high school sports news, live and archive broadcasts, scores, standings, and much more. TribLive High School Sports Network, your high school sports leader. All season, every season.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAT. Your home for the County of Champions.
Has a throw to first, and that's your ball game. Union has won its first ever WPIAL championship.
There it is. Champions, the Neshannock Lancers.
Strike three. The Union Scotties, golden once again.
One gold not enough. How about 2 district gold and 2 state gold for the Lady Lancers?
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
9 seconds. Anderson into the corner. It's poised for three. Shot! He turns the
Going to throw again. Directing traffic. Going for the quarterback in the end zone. Touchdown!
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Tour High School. It's the WPIAL Semifinals here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP and the TribLive High School Sports Network. Tonight, the Neshannock Lancers take on the Steel Valley Ironmen. Tonight's broadcast in the Lawrence County SportsNet and the TribLive High School Sports Network is brought to you by Maley Chiropractic. They're keeping you in the game. Castle Asphalt, Luxembourg Garbett, Kelly and George. They've been keeping promises for over 80 years. The Red Zone, score big at the Red Zone. Our Cunningham Funeral Home, let our family help your family. Medore Bonner Law, community firm dedicated to protecting your possessions. Ponch's Insurance, love the life you live, worry-free. The Crane Room Grill, family-owned restaurant, brewery, and banquet center. Tonight's broadcast also being brought to you by the Penn Ohio Bottled Water, home and business bottled water delivery. Joseph's Marketplace, Newcastle's family-owned door and concrete, residential and commercial concrete contractors. Michael Kirkwood Jr. and Castle Realty. People you know, people you trust. The DNR Lawn Care, having your lawn done right. The Hatch Early Learning Center. The Lawrence County Child and Youth Services. The Tri-County Principals Association, something for your wall photography. And by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Good evening, everybody. My name is Lee Moan, along with my brother Jay Moan. Semifinals, Jay. Winner of this game, they're going to Acroshore. The loser of this game, they go home. Big moment here. Fueled a little icy, a little dicey, but seemed to be okay here tonight.
Yeah, watching the players warm up, they seemed like they weren't sliding around too bad.
Yeah, looking at these brackets here, Steel Valley, they had a first round bye, then they beat McGuffey, they beat they beat McGuffey in the quarterfinals. They come here and they have Neshannock here in the semis. Neshannock, they had that first round, or Neshannock, they beat Borough in the first round. Then they beat Washington last week, which we had that game right here. And then now they'll be taking on Steel Valley for the right to play in Acroshore at 2 o'clock on Friday afternoon, next Friday. So we'll take a 2-minute break here, make sure everything's working properly, and we'll break down this game. When we come back, we'll look at the Steel Valley Ironmen. You're listening and watching the high school football here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP and the TribLive High School Sports Network.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PenOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
DNR Lawn Care can take care of all of your landscaping and grass cutting needs. They are fully insured, accept just about any payment method, and have nearly 20 years of experience in the lawn maintenance business. Call DNR Lawn Care today to schedule an estimate or send them a message on Facebook. DNR Lawn Care. Have your lawn done right. Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition. For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $25 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapies necessary, from the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
For more than 120 years, people have been relying upon Martindale Hubbell's AV preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you're involved in a workers' compensation situation, you should do the same. LGKG has been AV rated for over 40 years.
And welcome back to Montour High School's LGKG pregame show. Your insurance company is not always on your side, but the law offices of Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George are. You can visit them online at lgkg.com for a free consultation. Steel Valley, Jay, they come in undefeated on the year. It's been a great year for them. Only 2 games that they did not play in the Mercy Rule. So, I mean, every game has been a breeze for them for the most part.
We'll see what happens tonight. On paper, they look like they're the better team, but you have to play the game.
Well, that's why they're the number 1 seed coming into this. They lost in last year's semifinals to Beaver Falls. And Steel Valley, they have 5 WPIAL championships, 1982, 88, and 89. That 2016 team with Paris Ford that won every game by the Mercy Rule, which I still can't believe. They beat Southern Columbia that year 49-7. And everybody knows, I think, if you follow the state playoffs, Southern Columbia, they're just, they dominate every year in 2A, but not that year.
I'll tell you what, Paris Ford was a heck of a player, too. Yeah,
he was fun to watch. And also they won in 2018. Coach Steel Valley, Ray Brazo, 216, 135, and 3 in 34 years. He was an assistant at Steel Valley. He coached at West Mifflin from 1989 to 2006. Then he went to Steel Valley back at second stint at Steel Valley, 2006 to 2009, back to West Mifflin to 2018, and then guess what? He's back here at Steel Valley again.
Where did Steel Valley coach go?
And Steel Valley coach went to West Mifflin. Sort of roundabout way, but that's what happens. So he played Ray Brazo. He played defensive back at Rhode Island. He actually tried out for the Steelers in 1995 and 1996. But you probably appreciate this, Jay, because before the 1995 tryout with the Steelers, he suffered an ankle injury playing softball. But still went out for the tryout, didn't make the team. They told him to come back the next year, so he went back again in 96, actually played in a preseason game for the Steelers. But when you heard about that team with Mike Wagner and Mel Blount and those guys, it's like, well, maybe not. So he didn't make the Steelers, so he ended up coaching football. So some famous grads from Steel Valley: Charlie Batch, which played back for Steel Valley; Luke Getze, which is the offensive coordinator for the Chicago Bears, also right now. And then we already mentioned Paris Ford. The last time the Neshannock met Steel Valley, this is that 2016 championship game where they got blown out, as it did all other 14 other teams that played Steel Valley that year. Last year, Steel Valley, they lost Nijay Burt, who was a 2000 year. He's now at Eastern Illinois, led by Bruce Brookins. Talk a little bit about Bruce. You saw him warming up, Jay. Talk a little bit about his numbers and what you saw here warming up.
So I was just watching him warm up. He's throwing the ball 40 yards in the air with just barely flicking his wrist, and he's hitting his wide receivers on the icy field. Right in the hands every pass. I mean, he's impressive. During the year, he had 29 total TDs, 1,381 total yards, and he averaged 152 yards per game rushing. This guy is impressive. And he had passing TDs also. So he's a real deal.
Yeah, he's had 641 yards rushing in the last 2 games alone. And actually, he got hurt back in May on the 7-on-7 drills, an orbital fracture in his face. So he had a plate put in his face. Recovered about 6 or 7 weeks, and he's doing okay. And then he's off to Kent State. He was just signed a letter of intent to go to Kent State. But then when you talk about offensive line, you have to talk about Mr. Big June and Gregory Smith.
We asked about him, why is he called Big June? And they said, just because he's Big June is all he said.
6'5", 315, and he's also on the Steel Valley basketball team, which our man over here to our right filming the game probably loves having that big center on the basketball team. Go set a pick, my friend. But anyways, he's a Bill Fralick finalist. They pick one lineman out of each classification, and they pick Gregory Smith as the finalist for the Bill Fralick Award. So it's pretty impressive thing for Greg Smith for sure.
And Greg Smith's going to be going to Miami, Ohio as an offensive lineman.
Yeah, and our friend, not our friend, but Mr. Ben Roethlisberger, that was his college of choice back in the days, but now he's retired. But anyways, Greg Smith will fit right in over there, and it seems to be a good kid also. So made a lot of progress talking to our man up here in the press box. He's really come a long way from freshman to senior. It's what you're supposed to do, and that's, of course, why he got a D1 scholarship.
And his grades were good, too.
Yeah, so, and that's a little bit of a look about the Washington, the Steel Valley Ironmen. We'll take another 1-minute break. We'll come back and talk about our Neshannock Lancers. You're listening and watching the high school football here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP and the TribLive High School Sports Network.
Cold winds blowing, temperatures dropping, and snow is beginning to fall. And then your furnace goes out. LCAP's LIHEAP Crisis Program is here to help. If your furnace is blowing cold air, not turning on, or not reaching the desired temperature, help is right around the corner, whether it needs fixed or replaced. For information, call the Department of Healthy Homes at 724-656-0090. LCAP's Healthy Home programs are the key to safer living.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Weiland, Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance and receive the personalized service you deserve.
For more than 120 years, people have been relying upon Martindale Hubbell's AV preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you're involved in a workers' compensation situation, you should do the same. LGKG has been AV rated for over 40 years.
Back to Montour High School, this is your LGKG pregame show. Let their law firm of AV rated attorneys and super lawyers guide you through the legal process. Luxembourg, Corbett, Kelly, and George, they've been keeping promises for over 80 years. Now talk about the Neshannock Lancers, Jay. Only one loss in the year. We had that broadcast here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP. It was a shutout loss to Beaver Falls, but they've responded well. They just put two great wins against Borough. A little bit of a struggle last week against Washington. Thought we had the game in the bag when a 30-13 lead, but give Washington credit. They made it a game, but give Neshannock credit. They hung in there, and they were able to close things out in that late run by Johnny Huff.
I think if it wouldn't have been for a couple, I call them stupid penalties from Washington, the game might have been closer.
Yeah, so but they did play fairly well, but Talk about this quarterback, Mr. Johnny Huff. He's or as Mr. James Dotson likes to say, Mr. Johnny Football. Johnny Huff is having a career year.
He's had a total of 27 total TDs. He had 10 TDs passing and 17 TDs rushing. And then you also got Matt Ainelli, and he has 7 TDs, and I'll tell you, he's a bruiser. He gets in there, and he's gonna, when he hits the hole, and he's gonna take 1 or 2 guys and bring him down. Then you get some speed.
And let's take a break right here for our national anthem as we're being played here.
I think the key to any attorney-client relationship is trust. My father told me a long time ago, the definition of personal integrity, it's really simple. Do what you say you're going to do. At LGKG, we've been doing that for over 80 years.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area.
Yeah, welcome back to Montour. Apologize for that. We were talking during the national anthem. The crowd might not the best up here tonight, so we figured we better take a break instead of a minute of dead air. So go back to talk a little bit about Johnny Huff. You already mentioned the 27 TDs. Just talk about the versatility of Mr. Johnny Huff.
He had over 1,000 yards rushing and over 1,000 yards passing, which is quite an accomplishment.
He does a nice job running the offense. I mean, he hides the ball well, and in the run pass option. You think Nelly has it? Nope, it's Johnny. Or he'll fake that handoff, and then he has a pretty good arm, pretty accurate arm also.
Yes, he does. And then you got Luciano DeLillo, wide receiver, and he has 7 TDs. And you got Jason Billick, who has 6 TDs. So they got a lot of weapons.
And one thing I like about Johnny Huff, he's got the 1,100 yards passing, but he's only thrown 1 interception all year. And that might have been against Beaver Falls, actually, if off the top of my head. Possibly off a bit, 84, 176. That's right around a little under 50%, but still with only 1 TD or 1 interception and 10 TDs, pretty good. But the hard running of Luciano DeLillo, he's got 546 yards rushing. Johnny Huff needs 174 yards rushing to become a 2,000-yard rusher tonight. We've seen him do 250. We've seen him do 275. Hey, Brookins ran for 333 last week.
Yeah.
So, but this is a little bit different team here tonight over, instead of the, Steel Valley, number 1 ranked. I mean, they're only giving up like 7 points a game, so it's going to be a little different animal here. But what do you think Neshannock's got to do here tonight, Jay?
They got to stop Brookins. Main thing. He has a lot of speed, and you're going to have to match speed with speed. Because if you give Brookins an open field, he's gone. You're not going to stop him.
Yeah, we're going to do real quick. We're going to make an announcement before we forget and get that out of the way right now.
This game and the broadcast rights to this game are the sole and exclusive property of the WPIAL and the TribLive High School Sports Network. Any broadcast of this game is intended exclusively for the benefit of the listening audience, and any use, rebroadcast, or distribution of this broadcast without the express written consent from the WPIAL and the Trib Total Media is strictly prohibited.
That means don't do it. So we're going to come back. We're going to take another 2-minute break, and then we're going to come back with our Castle Realty starting lineups, and hopefully tonight starts tonight's football game. You're listening and watching the high school football here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP and the TribLive High School Sports Network.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
Are you looking to make a difference? Well, here is your opportunity. Lawrence County Child and Youth Services is looking for compassionate foster parents now. If you are over the age of 21, in good health, and wanting to help a child in need, we're in need of you. Receive free training and compensation by becoming a foster parent. Call 724-658-2558 and let Bill, Brooklyn, and Heather get you started. Make a difference and become a foster parent today.
In need of a lawyer? Contact Medor Bonner Law. a boutique firm offering tailored legal services and over 120 years legal experience. County residents with strong family ties to the community, Jason Medore and Michael Bonner, established Medore Bonner Law to provide clients with legal expertise and personal attention. Guided by their professional staff, you can feel confident your rights will be protected. Call attorneys Jason Medore or Michael Bonner, or visit MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
Joseph's Marketplace is Newcastle's favorite family-owned hometown grocery store and coffee shop. Fresh meats and produce, full-line deli, homemade foods, and much more. Joseph's Marketplace has hot foods prepared every day. They also have Newcastle favorites like grape leaves, hummus, and wedding soup available daily. Follow Joseph's Marketplace on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates or stop in to see what's cooking each day. Come hang out at the brand new cafe and bakery, full of great coffee, drinks, sandwiches, snacks, sweets, and free Wi-Fi. In a rush? Go to josephsnc.com and place your cafe order online. Joseph's Marketplace, family owned and operated since 1915. When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone. And welcome back to the Montour High School, our LGKG pregame show. I want to thank them. Let their law firm of AV-rated attorneys and super lawyers guide you through the legal process. Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly, and Joy, keeping promises for over 80 years. Our cameraman tonight will be Mr. Tyler Aaron, and Ashley Pistachio, the newly married Ashley Pistachio, will be our producer tonight. I thank James Dotson for making the trek from Newcastle here to Montour. Now he's back at Freedom, producing and broadcasting the Union Laurel game up there. So let's go to our Castle Realty starting lineups. You can call Realtor Michael Kirkwood Jr. at 724-301-1482 for your residential or commercial properties. Let's look at the Steel Valley offensive and defensive projected starters. As James Dotson had the projected starters, but unfortunately we heard of an injury, or one of the projected starters, in K'Ron Pierce suffered an injury last week, a lower body injury, which we're going to go with right now, but he's going to be unable to play. He was an all-conference player, too, so he's going to be out for tonight's game. We'll see how they react to that. But the quarterback, we already mentioned Mr. Cruz Brookins, the Kent State recruit, and also on the basketball team also is Cruz. Your running backs is going to be Donald Barksdale tonight. Your wide receivers, Deshaun Johnson, number 19, Mekhi Valentine, and also Jay-Sean Wright, and also Angel Herrera on the line. It's your projected starters: Rayson Huff, number 54, Michael Christ, number 55, number 57, Brendan Snyder, number 68, John Hiddleston, and number 70, Gregory Smith, the big boy, Big June as they call him, going to Miami, Ohio. Now your Steel Valley defense. On the line will be number 57 again. A lot of two-way starters on the Steel Valley team. Brendan Snyder, Gregory Smith, and Jason Hauser is also on the offensive line. 6'3", 290. So you get 6'3", 290 and 6'5", 315 on the defensive line at a two-way school. That's why they're the number 1 seed. Anyways, your linebackers going to be missed out. Donald Barksdale and Angel Herrera also, and your safeties, Delmar Shields, also Cruz Brookins, and also Dayron Barksdale on the defensive end. That's your Steel Valley offensive and defensive starters. Let's slide over to the Neshannock offensive and defensive starters. Let's start with the Neshannock offense.
Okay, to start with, number 14, quarterback Johnny Huff, who does, like we said, everything. And the running back is Matt Einelli, number 35. Wide receiver is Luciana DeLillo, number 1. Wide receiver is Dawn Cabellis, number 11. And also wide receiver is Brandon Huff, number 21. And running back is Jackson Billick. Left tackle was Aiden Schaefer, number 54. Left guard is Mike Ponzani, number 53. Center is Ryan Huff, number 51. 50 is right guard Austin King. Right tackle is Jackson Mazzacco, number 58. The kicker is Card DeVito, and the punter is Luciano DeLillo. On the defensive side of the ball, defensive lineman is Aiden Schaefer. Defensive lineman is number 58, Jackson Mazzacco. Defensive lineman number 53, Mike Ponzani. And defensive line is Austin King, number 50. Middle linebacker is Jason Billick, number 5. Outside linebacker is Ryan Huff, number 51. And the other linebacker is Pat Arguero, number 27. Arguero. Okay, that's right.
I messed it up for a few weeks, too. Arguero, excuse me.
Arguero. That is
still
right.
Messing it up.
I know. How many times we've done this game, we still mess his name up. Sorry about that. Your cornerbacks are Dom Cabellas, number 11.
Send all hate mail to James Dotson.
Braden Huff, number 21. Ronnie DeMays, number 3, and Matt Iannelli, number 35. You're going to hear his name a lot on defense because he's all over the field.
And that's your starting lineups thanks to Castle Realty. Listings or list your home at castle-realty.com. The other side of this bracket, we mentioned a little bit, Jay, the Beaver Falls Tigers are facing the Stowe Rocks Vikings. They're playing that game at Ambridge High School. New turf there in the last few years. And the single-A bracket, Bishop Canavan taking on the Southside Rams. How about that matchup? 1 versus 5, but the one we're worried about is the Union Scottes against the Rochester Rams. The first time ever that a double-digit team, 2 double-digit teams meet in the WPIAL semifinals since they started doing the brackets. How about that? So that means 1 double-digit team, double-digit seed, is going to be in the finals next week at Acrisure Stadium.
Tell you what, Union, they had a good year. I mean, they weren't favored against Laurel, but they beat Laurel.
Yeah, and I like what Mr. Dotson said. He said, that game was on turf last week. If that game was on grass, maybe a little different, but maybe not. But nonetheless, a great year by the Laurel Spartans as the Steel Valley Ironmen make their way onto the field. Not the best crowd here tonight so far, but they are still fouling in on a cold, wintry night here in western Pennsylvania. A lot of accidents up north today, and I heard there's some accidents down in the Pittsburgh area also with unfortunately, people in the western Pennsylvania area, they forget about the ice before the bridges. And they still go, they're still going 55 miles per hour, and then they forget about the ice in the bridge, and it's like, whoops. And then there goes traffic jam and everything else. We were fortunate that we didn't run into any problems on the way down.
I know Mr. Dotson warned us it was icy, but like I said, like Lee said, we had other than the stands. I slipped a little bit coming up the stands there, metal bleachers, but we're fine now.
And your Steel Valley captains, that's Brendan Snyder and Cruz Brookins out there for them. And that's Iannelli, Ryan Huff, and Steel Valley's going to receive. And Johnny Huff and the other captain, it looks like Jackson Billick is your other captains. And Steel Valley will move left to right on your computer screen, on your phone, or whatever you might be listening in. I don't know how to connect to a TV, but you can do that also. Connect this game up to a TV if you like. But Steel Valley gets the ball first, and it's going to be a big test early on here for the Neshannock Lancers, Jay.
Well, like I said, the game's ready to begin. We got 8 seconds, so we'll see what happens.
It was windy on the way here, but it seems like the winds died down for the most part here. The flags are on the goalposts, not really blown at all. So other than cold, you can see the snowish ice on the field. I mean, they ran some equipment onto the field, but you were watching the players warm up earlier, and it seemed like they're been handling it quite well.
Yeah, so they didn't slip too bad at all. A couple times you saw some guys slipping around, but I think it's going to be okay, Lee.
And what a surprise. Cruz Brookins is going to go back deep to receive along with Jason Wright. Brookins will be on the far side. Wright will be on the near side. And Carter DeVivo will be your man to kick this ball off. Steel Valley in that maroon with the gold numbers. Not the best radio-friendly numbers, not too bad, but very radio-friendly numbers. And then the Neshannock Lancers, the all-white uniforms here tonight, and the red numerals.
Well, the summer numbers for Steel Valley look brighter than the other ones, Lee. You notice that?
Yes, they do. The Vivo with the kick, and it's going to be the squib kick. And it's going to be taken by right at the 25, and a nice open field tackle to bring him down at the 24-yard line. Good job there by Braden Huff to bring him down. So good start here for the Neshannock Lancers on the kickoff.
Tell you what, that's what you want to do, is don't let him get going.
And if you're looking for quality and cost-efficient paving and construction service, you come to the right place. Castle Asphalt and Construction will make your visions for your projects a reality. So that's Castle Asphalt. So Steel Valley will take over first down and 10. They'll give them the 25-yard line. I disagree with that spot. I thought it was the 24, but that's all right.
That's why you're up here and a ref's down there, Lee.
You better believe it.
You want to make your comment about refs?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm sure we can't hear the crowd too much. We might not have to make that. 2 wide receivers right and left. Brookins in the shotgun. And referees are going to start the play clock again. They forgot to start the play clock. And a referee said, hey, my bad, sorry. So Brookins fakes that handoff. Has no room to run. Maybe a 1-yard loss there.
That is how you want to start a game.
Looks like Ponciani in on the tackle. So 1-yard loss right off the bat for Cruz Brookins. Bring up 2nd and 11. Yeah, the two big boys up front. They're going to have their hands full. Same formation.
Neshannock might not be as big, but they're quick.
Brookins, back to pass, looking, he's going to throw deep. Has a man wide open, and it's going to be complete. Touchdown. DeMauro Shields, 76 yards.
He actually had 2 people open, and the other wide receiver cut in front of the one and took the ball from him, basically.
Well, you talked about it in pregame, Jay. He can throw a ball, and he put that ball about 45 yards in the air, hit Shields right in stride, just like that. It's 6-0. We have a man down on the field for Neshannock. Holding that right leg. Got tangled up as the Shields broke into the open right around that spot, Jay.
Well, there's 2 receivers at the same spot, and I think, like you said, he got tangled up with the one, so the other guy took the ball.
The Shields, a 6'1" sophomore, showing that speed. As Barb Kennard comes out, the Braden Huff, and he tells Johnny, I'm walking off myself, get away from here.
Yeah. Johnny wanted to help me. No.
I think Braden's a little upset that he let his man get behind him, but 6-0 Steel Valley, just 1 minute in. 76 yards. And Steel Valley now for the extra point. Snap is up, and it's off the upright, and it's going to fall through. Doink, doink, and through.
That wasn't pretty, but it counts.
Your R. Cunningham Funeral Point extra point. They're specializing in funeral cremation service as well as pre-planning. It's 7-0 Steel Valley. We'll be back after this 1-minute break. You're listening and watching the high school football here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP and the TribLive High School Sports Network.
Looking to buy, sell, or rent in Lawrence County? Get Realtor Michael Kirkwood Jr. in your starting lineup today. Michael Kirkwood Jr. of Castle Realty caters to buyers, sellers, and renters of Lawrence County and the surrounding areas. Call Michael Kirkwood Jr. at 724-301-1482 today. Check out his current listings or list your home at castle-realty.com. People you know, people you trust.
In workers' compensation, my clients are oftentimes not receiving their wage loss. They're not receiving their medical expenses. LGKG, they come to us so that we can put them in a position to pay their bills. If we're keeping our promises, our clients are getting the justice they deserve.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
And welcome back to Montour High School. Neshannock will take over 1st down and 10 from their own 32-yard line. It was a short kickoff. Neshannock was able to field that, and Johnny Huff will come out trailing 7-0. Ionelli to his right. Man comes in motion. Huff's going to fake it, and he's nowhere to go. Caught in the backfield there defensively. Micah Valentine, the 6'3", 190-pound senior, puts Huff down for about a 3-yard loss, 2nd down.
I think he beat everybody in the backfield.
Well, Valentine, he's not just a football player, he's a fantastic basketball player for the Seal Valley Ironmen. Johnny Huff, short pass out there is going to be over the head of the intended receiver, and Ronald DeMays. Could be 3rd down just like that. So the pressure of the Steel Valley defense, as they've been doing all year. First 2 plays, a 3-yard loss, and then forcing Johnny Huff to incompletion. Bring up 3rd down and 13. Boy, Neshannock needs to find something here quick.
They're going to have to answer. You don't want to get Steel Valley on a roll.
There's Ionelli. Man comes in motion. Going to fake hand off to Ionelli. Actually, Huff's going to fake the handoff, and Greg Smith's going to bring him down. Nowhere to go. Greg Smith in the backfield almost intercepted the handoff. And that's going to go down as a 4-yard loss for Johnny Huff. So 7 yards negative on 3 plays for Neshannock. They'll come in the punt. And Curse Brookins goes back to receive. And Luciano DeLillo, the punter, will come back to punt for the Neshannock Lancers. Good snap. We got a flag, though. Is it going to be a false start on Neshannock? Got to push him back even further. Not the kind of start you want.
No. That's 12 yards and 4 plays to the bad.
I want to thank the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for delivery of your 3 or 5 gallon water cooler systems, or get cases of bottles delivered to your home or work. That's the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company. Looks like they're coming after him, too. A little high snap. Here they come and getting a piece of it. I think Greg Smith got a little bit of a piece of it, and it's going to roll out of bounds about the 39-yard line. Yeah, I think he did get a piece.
The ball took a different trajectory. Once was up in the air. So.
Did I say Greg Smith was 315 pounds, and he looks like a 200-pounder running?
Oh, yes, he's impressive.
So Steel Valley takes over in the 38-yard line, in great field position, already up 7-0 here with 9:29 to go here, first period.
So you had an 11-yard punt, Lee. It's not what they want.
Wow. So 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Brookins going to pitch it. Man cuts back. That's Barksdale. Going to get about 5 yards. Good effort there by Donald Barksdale. Went in the middle and then trying to cut it back outside, but still got 5 yards.
He ran pretty hard there, Lee. Looked like he was going to be caught for about a 2-yard loss, and he just kept churning legs, and he got there.
And another Neshannock player down on the field. This time it's Austin King. Can't afford to lose him. 6'2", 250-pound Austin King. He's getting some D3 looks, is Austin. He went down hard. He's up on 1 knee. Again, winner of this game. Well, Austin King's going to come back. He'll have to set out a play. 2 o'clock next Friday at Acrisure Stadium. The 6A and 5A championships tomorrow at Norwin High School, 5A at noon, between Penn Trafford and Pine Richland. And then North Allegheny taking on Central Catholic at 6 o'clock. You'll be able to watch both those games on the TribLive High School Sports Network. Play clock will start. 2nd down and 4. They're going to give him a 6-yard gain.
Looks like Brandon Huff's back in the game, but he doesn't look too nimble right there. He's favoring that leg.
So we'll keep an eye on Braden. So 2nd down and 4 from the 33-yard line. Brookins. Hand off the Shields, and he's going to score 33 yards. Untouched into the end zone. Donald Barksdale, 13-0. But there's a flag on the play, and it's going to come back. A holding call on Steel Valley.
He had a really nice hold, so it's possible that's why he had the nice hold.
So bring up 2nd and 14 from the 42-yard line.
I got to scratch that out of my stats.
Yeah, Barksdale only a sophomore. Amazing.
He had 13 TDs during the year, too, Mr. Barksdale.
So Brookins rolls out to his left, looking, still looking. He's going to break up and try to get some room to run to Ken on, throws it out of bounds. Good job. He's out from the tackle, just throws it away. Got back to the line of scrimmage to bring up 3rd down.
Very smart play in his part.
Good coverage downfield that time by Neshannock. And bring up 3rd down and 14.
I think this is 4-down territory because I'm watching them warm up and before the game. I don't think there's going to be a big, long field goal by either team.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's 4 down, even though you're at the 42-yard line. But the way this defense has been playing all year for Steel Valley, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Brookins back to pass. And now he's going to tuck and run and has a corner, 40, 35, cuts to the left, 30, down 25, down to the 21-yard line. A 21-yard run, Cruz Brookins, 1st down, Steel Valley.
That was a nice run. Once he cut outside, he got another 10 yards before he's even touched.
I'm going to give him the red zone anyway. Spirit Sales can help raise big money for your organization. Fill out a form, and the Red Zone does the rest. Visit them online at theredzonesports.com. That's theredzonesports.com, and see how your group can score big at the Red Zone. They're 1 yard short, but we're thinking about it. Thanks to Red Zone for doing all you do. All the shirts that they print out. So 1st down and 10 for Steel Valley. Brookins breaks a tackle, 15, cuts it back inside, down to the 9-yard line. They're going to be 1st and goal there. Another 12-yard run for Cruz Brookins.
Brookins is very quick off the line.
Yeah, making it look quick. Making it look easy is Cruz. Mentioned he's going to Kent State. First and goal for the 9. Steel Valley leads 7-0 with 7:26 to go here, first period. That's Barksdale to his right. Brookins is going to take it himself, and he's going to find the pylon, run over a man into the end zone, touchdown. 9-yard run, Cruz Brookins. 13-0 Steel Valley. So coming in for the extra point, our Sierra R. Cunningham Funeral extra point. Our kicker, A.J. Cartsetter. Kick is up, and that's going to be a bad snap. He's going to try to pass it, and it's going to be incomplete. So with the score, Steel Valley 13, Neshannock nothing. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to and watching the high school football here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP and the TribLive High School Sports Network.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $25 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapies necessary, from the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game. Are you looking to make a difference? Well, here is your opportunity. Lawrence County Child and Youth Services.
And welcome back to Montour High School. Our out-of-town scoreboard sponsored by the Crane Room. Union leads Rochester 6-0 early in the first quarter. And here's the kickoff. Going to be taken by the up man, and that's going to be Jay Wardman, who finds a crease and gets tripped up at the 46-yard line. Almost broke it, did Wardman. Great field position for the Neshannock Lancers to start.
A great tackle by number 15, A.J. Carsetter. The kicker, actually.
Yep, the kicker stopping him. That's his job. He's the last man.
And he was the last man. If he didn't get him, he was gone.
So Neshannock will take over at the Steel Valley 40-yard line, 1st down and 10. And, boy, they need first time, 3 plays, minus 7 yards.
Then a block punt after that.
So let's see if they can get something started here from the Steel Valley 40-yard line. Huff. Inside handoff and brought down quickly in the backfield. That was Angel Herrera for a 1-yard loss.
That's not how you want to start a plays, Lee.
Actually, they're going to say no gain to Billick. So 4 plays. Neshannock, not even a chance to get anything started. Billick's going to be the sidecar to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Johnny Huff's going to try Billick again, try to cut it back inside, and he's met by a host of Steel Valley Ironmen that able to fall forward for about 4 yards.
That's better than nothing, that's for sure.
First positive play.
He's tackled by number 30, Angel Herrera.
So bring up 3rd down and 6, and I definitely think this is 4-down territory now. As late man going off there, that's Ashton Allison going off. So 3rd down and 6 from the 36-yard line. Huff fakes the handoff, look the pass, has a man open, and just over the outstretched arms of Dom Cabellas about the 6-yard line. Threw in the double covers, but Cabellas looked like he was open. Bring a 4th down.
He had at least 1 step in the backfield, or on the defensive backs, possibly 2.
And actually, Johnny Huff had some time there to throw the ball there, Jay.
I was surprised. Ketterman was close, but he didn't make it.
So 4th down and 6, and Neshannock will go for it here on 4th down. Billick moves over to the left. Huff will back the pass. Slant over to the right, overthrown. Did he complete it? And he did come down with it. What a great catch in the sideline by Luciano DeLillo.
That ball was high, and he come down with it. Beautiful catch by DeLillo.
One tipped it off the top of his hand, and in 8-yard gain, gets the 1st down. What a catch.
Lucky you only have to have 1 foot in high school football in bounds.
So DeLillo keeps the drive alive. 1st down and 10. Billick inside handoff. It's going to be brought down hard by a host of Steel Valley Ironmen, led there by Mackay Valentine.
He picked him right up and put him down.
Yeah, Valentine, I mentioned 29.2 points a game. Has a couple D1 offers already for basketball. South Alabama and Sam Houston State already offered him. Yeah, Steel Valley, they were 11-12, I believe, last year, but much better team. He was all-state, too, was Mackay Valentine last year. So 2nd down. Cabellas gets the jet sweep, trying to get the corner, and forget about that. Coming up and making the tackle. Hard hit there. The number 8, that's Deshaun Johnson, the 511. Only 140 pounds listed, but great hit there.
He throws a wallop, no doubt about that.
2-yard loss, bring up 3rd down and 11.
Third down and 11.
So Huff will roll to his right. Looking, throws into the middle, complete and dropped. It's going to see if what they're going to roll. They say it's an incomplete pass.
I don't think he had control of it, Lee.
I personally thought he did, but I'm not up here. Or I'm not down there. So looked like he had it and then dropped it. 4th down and 11. By the way, our Joseph's Market scoring summary from our last 5 plays and 38 yards. They get specials daily at the new cafe and bakery, Joseph's Marketplace. They've been around since 1915. 4th down and 10 from the 27. Huff back to pass. He's under pressure. He's looking, throws up over the middle. It's going to be complete, but it's going to be short of the 1st down. Complete there to Mays. But only a 2-yard gain.
Looked like it was back to the original line of scrimmage.
Actually, about a 7-yard gain, excuse me. So the Medore Bonner Law turnover, and MedoreBonnerLaw.com, your community firm with a personal connection and individualized service. That's Medore Bonner Law. So 4:07 left here, first period. Steel Valley leads 13-0. A 76-yard pass to DeMario Shields, just 2 plays in, and a 9-yard run by Cruz Brookins. 4 minutes later makes this 13-0. Steel Valley will take over 1st down and 10 from the 25-yard line. Tight formation this time. Brookins is just going to try to get outside. Now cuts it back inside, spins, still on his feet. Gets to the 34-yard line, 9-yard gain. Cruz Brookins. I have a feeling, Jay, we have a feeling now why he has 600 yards rushing his last 2 games.
I'll tell you what, that was some moves there. He was shaking and baking and grooving and moving, and I'll tell you what, it's amazing he gets 9 yards out of that because there was nothing.
And he's listed to more likely going to be playing defense for the Golden Flashes of Kent State.
I believe he had 5 interceptions too for them Steel Valley during the year.
So 2nd down and 1. The end of round's going to be taken there by Wright. And is he going to get that 1st down?
Oh,
will
definitely.
Be Wright. Up to the 40-yard line. About a 6-yard gain for Jay Sean Wright. So 1st down, moving the chains for Steel Valley. 1st down and 10 at the 39. Clock down to 3:16 to go here in the first period. It's a crowd filed in pretty good here. It's a cold night. They're bundled up. Unlike us, thanks to Lucero and everybody here at Montour High School for all the accommodations here. Great facility here at Montour.
And a nice heated press box.
Brookins, inside handoff, but not going to get anything. Brought down on the play by Jackson Mazzocco. Barksdale, nowhere to run that time.
No holes.
They're going to give him 1. So bring up 2nd down and 9. Big series here from the Neshannock, Jay. I mean, they're down 13-0. They moved the ball a little bit the last drive, but your defense is going to somehow come up with a stop here.
You don't want, like I said, Steel Valley to get on another roll. Looks like right now they're moving the ball at will pretty much.
And we're going to have a Pontius Insurance timeout taken by the Steel Valley Ironmen. You can call Agent Dan Pontius, Jessica Weiland, or Tracy Giddings to get started today. You can visit PontiusInsurance.com to request a quote for auto, home, business, or life insurance. That's PontiusInsurance.com. Love the life you live. worry-free. Coming up at the half, we will have our TribLive High School Sports halftime show. Mr. Don Rebel and Chris Harlan. And we'll have the Steel Valley Band and the Neshannock Band being playing here from Montour High School. And quickly, while I think about it, Jay, Mr. Don Rebel, this is going to be his last Friday night for a while because, unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it, he's going to be going in for open heart surgery on the 21st of November on Monday. So prayers and thoughts and prayers out to Mr. Rebel and his family. He's hung in there all this year, but he's finally going to get things fixed hopefully on Monday.
Tell you what, it's a scary thing, but you have to do what you got to do sometimes.
It's such an easy procedure these days. You back then you say open heart surgery, it's like, nah. Now it's like, okay.
Yeah.
It's triple bypass, why not? But anyways, Brookins fakes the handoff and pushes forward up to about the 44-yard line, so a 4-yard gain for Brookins. Bring up 3rd and 5. I'm sure Mr. Rebel's not thinking, oh, well, it's going to be easy. But thoughts and prayers out to Don Rebel. He's the voice behind the network. He's been doing it for many years, and hear him on every Friday night on the Scoreboard Show, which you'll be able to listen to on all the radio stations or hear on TribLive High School Sports, tribhssn.triblive.com. Can listen to all the scores and the recaps of this game and all the other games going around the WPIAL. So 3rd down and 6 from the 44. Brookins rolls out to his right. He's looking. He's going to throw a hard pass, and it's going to be incomplete, pushed out of bounds by Braden Huff.
We see a flag, Lee.
Intended receiver, Deshaun Johnson. And where's the flag? Back at the 43-yard line. I'm going to say an illegal man downfield and declined is what I'm going to say. Let's see what the call's going to be. And they're going to run over to the Neshannock bench just to
see what they want them to do.
You decline it.
Yes. Got to be holding?
See, there's my pet peeve. I think the player in the field should make the call. I don't think you should run over the coach, but that's just me.
I don't like the coaches calling timeout either.
Yeah. So it's a holding call on Steel Valley, and they're going to accept the penalty. Interesting decision by Coach Mazzocco.
I would think I'd want to get Steel Valley off the field as much as I could.
But they're going to push him back and give him another play. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 16 from the 33-yard line. Interesting decision, but nonetheless. So take that 0 away from the pass attempt for Mr. Brookins. So he's 1 for 2 instead of 1 for 3. Clock down to 1:22 to go here in the first period. Steel Valley up 13-0. Trip receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Brookins back to the pass, and he's going to tuck it and run. A host of the Neshannock Lancers there. They bring him down about the 36-yard line, so a short 2-yard gain. So the right decision this time.
It looks like they're coming in to punt with the punt team.
Who are we to say to Jay to take the penalty or decline it, right?
Yeah, true.
Actually, going to give him a 1. Give him 2. Tough luck. So 4th down and 14 from the 35-yard line, going back to the punt. That's going to be Carlos Scott, the 6-foot junior. Ashton Allison to receive for Neshannock. And a high short kick. Going to hit about the 50. Take a Steel Valley roll. And Allison's going to pick it up and get up to the 43-yard line. Actually, that's DeLillo who did that.
That was an interesting play.
Yeah. Of course, I want to be walking back to the sideline right now if I'm losing on to DeLillo after that play. But nonetheless, Neshannock will take over in good field position for their own 45-yard line. 1st down and 10 with 22 seconds to go here in the first period. It's 13-0 Steel Valley.
A lot of times you try to pick that ball up like that, you fumble it. But we'll see how it works out for them.
So Neshannock got their stop, Jay. That was the main thing.
Yes, it was.
So now let's see if the offense for Neshannock can get started. Huff will try to get through the middle and forget about that. Barely back to the line of scrimmage On the top of that pile, actually on the top of Huff, was Brendan Snyder, the all-conference lineman. And that's going to do it for the first period with the score Steel Valley 13 and Neshannock nothing. You're listening and watching the high school football here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP and the TribLive High School Sports Network.
Are you looking to make a difference? Well, here is your opportunity. Lawrence County Child and Youth Services is looking for compassionate foster parents now. If you are over the age of 21, in good health, and wanting to help a child in need, we're in need of you. Receive free training and compensation by becoming a foster parent. Call 724-658-2558 and let Bill, Brooklyn, and Heather get you started. Make a difference and become a foster parent today.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale-Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
Are you looking to make a difference? Well, here is your opportunity. Lawrence County Child and Youth Services is looking for compassionate foster parents now. If you are over the age of 21, in good health, and wanting to help a child in need, we're in need of you. Receive free training and compensation by becoming a foster parent. Call 724-658-2558 and let Bill, Brooklyn, and Heather get you started. Make a difference and become a foster parent today.
Yeah, it's a quick out to Cabela's and completed down to about the 44-yard line. So a 9-yard gain could be very close to that. They're going to give him the first down. So Johnny Huff a completion. Welcome to the second quarter. 13-0. Steel Valley over in Neshannock. Johnny Huff with minus 7 yards rushing right now. Remember, he had 1,824 yards rushing coming into this game.
He had a 6-touchdown night a couple weeks ago.
Of course, so did Brookins. Inside handoff, Ionelli breaks through the hole and going to get down to about the 26-yard line. So an 18-yard gain. Nice. Matthew Ionelli.
Very nice run by Ionelli. Last week he had 3 TDs, and he broke up 2 or 3 of them nice long runs like that during the game.
Yeah, I said DeLillo, unfortunately. It's Ionelli. You can tell by the mullet.
Yeah. You love that mullet, Lee.
You better believe it. I used to have one.
You had one for years.
Not anymore.
My grandkids used to make fun of you with it.
So down to the 28-yard line, Neshannock on the move. First down and 10. Pitch out to Ionelli. He'll be brought down in the backfield. Nice open field tackle by Brendan Snyder. That's a 5-yard loss.
He took that pitch. I thought he had something going for him, but nope.
Again, you can see why Brendan Snyder is all conference, getting those D3 looks. Bring down 2nd and 15. Back at the 33-yard line. Yeah, Ionelli with over 500 yards rushing this year. And comes in motion, inside handoff to Ionelli. He's going to find a crease down to the 24-yard line. Nice open field tackle there. I believe that might have been Deshaun Johnson. It's a 9-yard gain for Ionelli. Bring up 3rd and 7 from the 25. Definitely 4-down territory now, that's for sure.
Yes, definitely.
As Brayton Huff goes off. DeLillo comes in. Huff checks the play. Ionelli moves off to his left. Yeah, Allison looks up, and now we're going to get the Ponce Insurance timeout. Ponce Insurance, you can get the best rates and customer service by calling a local agent at Ponce Insurance. That's PonceInsurance.com. Love the life you live, worry-free, and you do not mind that timeout right in that situation, Jay. You're in Steel Valley territory. You're down 13-0. You want to be on the same page.
And it's 3rd and 7 also.
Yeah, I want to thank the Crane Room for tonight's out of town scoreboard. You can grab a seat in the bar, the dining room. Please don't go out in the loft or outside on the patio to about March or April. But there is plenty of room at the Crane Room, and it's not on the menu. Try those the Q sauce. And I got it right here. Let's see. The Q-Sauce wings. They're super secret smoky spicy sweet sauce.
Very good, Lee.
Yeah, how about that?
I like all your S's there.
Yeah.
It's a tongue twister.
Yeah, we gotta stay away from those S's, though. 3rd down and 7 from the 25-yard line. So Neshannock back out. After that timeout, each team with 2 timeouts left. And they got Steel Valley to jump.
Going to be 3rd and 2.
Take your pick. Might have been Smith, might have been Snyder, might have been both. So 3rd down and 2. Now, big 5 yards for Neshannock. And looking at both kickers before the game, not really a lot of range for either kicker. So
that last punt looks like that ball was rock hard because it didn't do hardly anything.
So 3rd down and 2. Ionelli going to get. No, actually, he fakes the handoff. Ionelli. Huff still has it. And he falls down at the 25-yard line for a 5-yard loss for Johnny Huff. I think it was supposed to go into Ionelli's hands, but he never got it, and Huff had to just hang on to it. It's going to bring a 4th down and 7.
I believe he fumbled it and just fell in the fumble instead of trying to pick it up and run, was a very smart move.
So Huff rolling to his right, looking at 4th and 7, and it's going to be complete, and it's going to be enough for a 1st down. Nice catch, nice pass by Huff, and they rolled it. The ball came out, but Steel Valley saying it's their ball. Complete to Lillo. Steel Valley's going to lose that argument, but a 7-yard gain, 1st down. But a nice catch there, Jay, by Luciano DeLillo, the 5'9" senior.
That's his 2nd nice catch he's had. Huff's ball was a little bit high. DeLillo's going up and coming back down with it.
So Neshannock keeps this drive alive. Down to the 17-yard line. Into the red zone. Ionelli falls forward for a couple. Maybe a 1-yard run for Ionelli.
Looks like he didn't give him anything, Lee.
The red zone voted best of the best in Lawrence County for uniform supply and silk screening. That's the red zone. They've been sponsoring all year long, all last year. Greatly appreciate their sponsorship. Good.
I was going to say, that's why we're on the air with all the great sponsors we have.
Yeah, check them out. 2nd down and 10. Fake handoff. That's actually end around to Cabellas. Down the 15, 10, down the 6, 7-yard line. 1st and goal. A 10-yard run by Dom Cabellas. How about that trickeration, as Mr. Wolfley would say.
I like that expression.
I thought for sure Ionelli had it, but they fake it. They fake the handoff. Huff, the end around the Cabellas, get the 1st and goal down to the 7.
Johnny Huff does a very nice job with the fake.
Not going to fake this one, and we're going to time out here taken by Steel Valley. We're going to keep it right here. Called by the Neshannock calls the Pawn's Insurance timeout.
Ionelli went scot-free in the end zone, too.
Wow. How many times you see that? The team will call timeout, and then you see the successful play, but unfortunately,
and you
have to get called back.
Offensive line were just throwing their hands up in the air like, why?
How's our out-of-town scoreboard looking, Ashley? She's keeping an eye on the Union game. Well, we'll check on it a little bit. The Union Rochester game. We'll get an update on some of the scores later on. I want to thank the scoreboard, the crane room for that. And at halftime, you won't miss a thing during our halftime. We'll have the marching band's full performance along with the HSN halftime show. And hopefully we're going to have a game next week. It'll be audio only. If Neshannock wins or Union wins, it'll be an audio only broadcast from Acroshore Stadium. So 1st down and goal from the 7-yard line, the Neshannock Lancers. Ionelli to his left. Huff's going to roll and he's going to be sacked. Brendan Snyder again in the backfield, an 11-yard loss.
That was huge loss. Like you said, Snyder was right on Huff. He didn't have a chance.
Well, guess what? I don't think Huff's going to get his 176 yards rushing. They get 2,000. He's got 4 rushes for minus 23 yards right now.
Well, he can break off a couple long ones, but like I said, right now he's not doing too good.
2nd down and goal from the 20. Huff back to pass. Slant over the middle. It's going to be over the head of Don Cabellas. Bring up 3rd down.
Del Shields thought he had an interception, but he forgot to jump right over his hands.
Again, you have to quick release because this rush for Steel Valley, Jay, is just dominant. Other than that one pass we saw over the middle that he had some time, but every other play, pretty much somebody in the backfield.
Well, Steel Valley is a pretty big defensive line out there, so you're starting with their start. Oh, there goes Ionelli.
Ionelli's going to get about 5. Brought down by Jason Hauser, the 6'3", 290-pound senior. 290, 315. Jeez, oh man.
You haven't mentioned Michael Christ. He's 6'3". He's only 285.
Oh, jeez. So 4th down and goal from the 15. Not going to go for the 32-yard field goal. They're going to go for it on 4th down and goal. Huff has some time. He's going to look. Right corner of the end zone is going to be knocked down by Steel Valley and incomplete. And the Medora Bonner Law turnover. They got a local firm with deep ties in the community. Visit MedoraBonnerLaw.com to find out how they can serve you. The MedoraBonnerLaw.com. But we have a personal foul, a roughing the quarterback call. So thanks, Medora Bonner Law, for sponsoring the turnover. But it's not. It's a roughing the passer call. So that's going to be half the distance to the goal. We'll take it down to the 7-yard line and be 1st down and.
I don't know if it's going to be 1st down or not, Lee.
Be 4th down Yeah, in high school ball, you don't get the automatic 1st down. It's going to be 4th down. Nope, that is 1st down. My fault. 1st down and goal from the 8. So a roughing the passer call on Steel Valley gives the Neshannock Lancers new life with 6:15 to go here in the first half. Huff fakes the pitch. Barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Back in the backfield again. That's Angel Herrera that time. So Huff, no gain on that play. It's a 2nd down and goal at the 6. Boy, Huff just can't break loose. Remind you a little bit of the Beaver Falls game, Jay.
Yes.
Because Neshannock likes to do a lot up that middle. Likes to run a lot in the middle. And they're not getting those holes.
When you got Mr. Smith in there.
So Ionelli gets the pitch. He's going to try to break it inside. Runs in his own lineman. And unfortunately, I have a feeling we're going to get a holding call on Neshannock about the 3-yard line.
You're right, Lee.
Ionelli did a nice job falling forward, but they'll give him a yard gain there. Push it back 10. It'll be 2nd and goal from about the 15, back to where we were on 4th down. Or move it back to the 16-yard line. 2nd and goal. The speed of the Steel Valley defense. I'm having a blast watching Greg Smith. Miami, Ohio is getting a good one. They're really getting a good one. 2nd down and goal. Trip receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Johnny Huff. Huff going to throw out on the side to complete it to Cabellas, but as soon as he catches the ball, he's brought down for a 3-yard loss. That time, that was Deshaun Johnson in on the tackle. A 3-yard loss brings up 3rd and goal.
Another penalty, Lee.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe we're going to pick. Yeah, I see it laying there. Not sure what it's going to be for.
Don't know either. Now they're going to talk it over. Ladies and gentlemen, we do not have a Henry sighting here tonight, but I'm starting to think we do. No flag.
Oh, changed your mind.
Yeah, they called a pass interference, but then they decided there wasn't one. So, and they're going to talk to the Steel Valley coach just to explain that. So it's 3rd down and 19, or 3rd down and goal from the 19. 4:57 to go here, first half. The Ironmen lead 13-0.
This has been a nice drive by Neshannock, but they're going to have to get some type of points out of this. They took almost 8 minutes off the clock already.
DeLillo comes in motion, the option pass, throw in the end zone, and that's going to be in and out of the hands of the defender. That was Jashawn Wright, but he's going to do the push-ups. He knew he should have had it, but it's a good thing he didn't catch it because it comes back out to the 19-yard line. Well, actually, it
would have been the 20 late.
Yeah, it would have been the 20, but 1 yard nonetheless.
Yep. I like the push-ups.
Yeah. So now it's 4th down. My fault. I thought that was 4th down. My fault. It's 4th down and goal now.
To the 19.
So Huff will throw left corner. That's going to be intercepted. And he's just going to down it this time. Deshaun Johnson with the interception in the Medore Bonner Law turnover. And the ball will come out.
In need of a lawyer? Contact Medore Bonner Law, a boutique firm offering tailored legal services and over 120 years legal experience. County residents with strong family ties to the community, Jason Medore and Michael Bonner, established Medore Bonner Law to provide clients with legal expertise and personal attention. Guided by their professional staff, you can feel confident your rights will be protected. Call attorneys Jason Medore or Michael Bonner, or visit MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
Steel Valley will take over 1st down and 10 from their own 20. Brookins fakes the handoff, breaks it to the outside, finds the corner, 1st down. DeLillo runs him out of bounds after an 11-yard gain, 1st down.
It would have been nice for that nice long drive to shan't get anything. Even a field goal would have been nice.
That was Brookins' 10th carry of the first half.
Wow. I didn't realize he carried it that much.
1, 2. Actually, his 8th carry, my fault. We'll have some halftime figures for you once we get there. And there goes the handoff to Wright, and he's going to cut inside and get about 4 yards. Jashawn Wright. Bring up 2nd and about 6. I'm waiting for a play action.
Yes.
It's set up well right now.
Said watching him warm up before the game, he throws a beautiful pass. Nice loft, doesn't really sling it over their heads too much.
Yeah, field very good. I mean, it looks a little snow on the field, but no one's slipping and sliding, so good turf here at Montour High School. Brookins hands the ball off inside. That's Barksdale. He's going to fall forward to about the 41-yard line. It's going to be very close to the 1st down. After a 6-yard gain, they're going to give it to him. So 1st down and 10. It was Donald Barksdale, the 5'8", 160-pound sophomore. And again, very, very few measurements this year. It's just like they get close enough. It's like, it's in. Yeah. Maybe they saw the film of the one that we had. Took 3 minutes to get the 1st down with the credit card.
I think it was even longer than that. It was ridiculous. It's one of the longest I've ever seen in high school football.
So Brookins complete on the far sideline. his second completion of the night. That's complete over there to Deshaun Wright. Give him about an 8-yard gain. Bring up 2nd and 2. Yeah, we go back. What about the second game of the year or whatever? They bring out the chains. They looked at what we had 2-3 referees on their knees, and then we had a credit card, maybe, I don't know what it was it, and then I think they finally signaled first down. I think.
Yeah, he did single first down
after about 3 minutes. The 2nd down and 2, Brookins, and the jet sweep, and going to possibly get real close to the first down as Deshaun Wright. And it looks like they're going to give it to him.
I was going to say.
Yeah, they don't look. It's close enough. We give it to him. First down. I mean, I've noticed that all year. I mean, yes. they get close, and no coaches are even. I don't think they have time to say, "Hey, can I get a measurement?" You know, just that first down. Give it to him. Clock down to 2 minutes. Steel Valley leading 13-0. They still have 2 timeouts left here.
Very fast-moving first half, Lee.
Brookins falls forward for a couple, and I might get a face mask here. Give him a 2-yard gain. Brought down there by Ryan Huff. Haven't said his name on a lot. Actually, a holding call on Steel Valley. And Coach Mazzocca already saying, take it. So it was right at the line of scrimmage, so we're going to give him a 2-yard gain. But we're going to push it back 10, so it should be 1st and 18 from the 42-yard line. And the clock will continue to run. And remember, the Ironmen, like I said, definitely have their 2 timeouts. Not the longest of kickers for a foot anyways, so Brookins gets the end around. That's right. Not going to be able to get anything. Ryan Huff and DeLillo bringing them down right around the line of scrimmage.
That's 2 plays in a row, Lee. You said Ryan Huff's name. You hadn't mentioned it. Stepping it up there.
Yeah, Huff and DeLillo made him cut inside, and nothing there. So bring up 2nd down and 18. Clock down to a minute. Steel Valley in no hurry. They're up 13-0. Demario Shields comes on. He has that 76-yard reception earlier on the day. 2nd down. Brookins going to throw deep. One-on-one coverage out there and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver of Mackay Valentine. And Valentine's down. His right leg. He came down hard. DeLillo in on the defense, but Valentine came down hard. He's pointing to that right leg. They're gonna. Hopefully, it's just a hard hit or a hard knee to the ground. You know, he'll be okay. But
was that his 3rd pass in the night, Lee?
That's his 4th pass. He's 2 for 4 for 84 yards, and he cuts up. So Valentine gets up and walks off. So just the leg hit hard on that hard turf. He's going to walk it off and bring up 3rd down and 18 with 36 seconds left. Yeah, when you get D1 offers for basketball, you don't want to see a leg injury.
Especially since basketball season's coming up real quick.
Like next weekend. Hopefully he'll miss the first couple games. 3rd down and 18. Brookins under pressure. Avoids one man, avoids the second, trying to get the corner, runs out of bounds about the 42-yard line. No gains. They're going to bring up 4th down and 18, though. So Steel Valley with the decision whether they're going to kick or not here. Neshannock gets the ball back to start the 3rd quarter, Jay.
Tell you what, Neshannock's staying with them. They gave up 2 quick touchdowns, and we thought this is going to be a long night for Neshannock, but they've been stopping them.
Yeah, 1-2 plays in, and another 4 minutes later.
Here comes the punt, Lee, it looks like.
Yep, that's going to be Carlos Scott. If I'm the Neshannock, I'm bringing the house.
Yeah, last punt wasn't that good. That one's a lot better.
Good kick's going to be fielded there by Cabellis at the 24-yard line, so the Neshannock will have 24 seconds to decide what they want to do here. You would think they're going to, with them getting the ball to start the second half, you would think it's just going to be a kneel down, but we will see.
I think he thinks twice about taking a fair catch in that because he had a lot of running room.
So again, at the half, we have our TribLive High School Sports halftime show. Mr. Chris Harlan and Don Rebel. I want to thank Castle Asphalt. We will talk about them right after this play, as Billick takes the inside handoff and he's brought down for a 2-yard gain. Castle Asphalt, they provide commercial or residential asphalt paving, commercial site work, or commercial line striping. Visit castleasphalt.com for more information and request a free estimate. That's castleasphalt.com. As the clock goes down to 6, goes down to 5, Steel Valley won't stop and the Neshannock won't. That's going to do it for the first half with a score of the Neshannock trailing Steel Valley 13-0. Let's go to our halftime show with Mr. Don Rebel and Chris Harlan. You're watching and listening to high school football here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP and the TribLive High School Sports Network.
Union got the ball. Union got the ball.
What's the score in that game?
It's 12-8 Union. Union just punted with 28 seconds, but Rochester just fumbled it, so Union's got the ball inside the 40.
What is that score?
It's 12-8 Union.
You hear that, Luke? Union's winning 12-8. They just got the ball. Union punted and the guy Rochester fumbled it, so Union got the ball back.
Union's got the ball.
Quip is up 12-0. Central Valley's up.
Union needs to drop
6-0. What about Mount Vernon's killing Freeport? Avonmore's up Shady Side. That should, yeah, they should kill them.
can't have been 28-14. That's what we wanted. So that's wrong. The Union score.
12-8.
Yeah. Lay down there, I got a cookie. Those cookies are good. Westinghouse is leading Central Clearing 14-0. They're gonna kill. I'd love this.
What's the score of that one, Lee?
What, Westinghouse?
Yeah.
They're up 14-0.
14-0.
Yeah, if you're not doing anything next Friday, go up to Farrell. Friday or Saturday, Washington Farrell play. That's it. I'm gonna give and it'll be broadcast on the radio.
You doing it? Ashley, sounding good?
Everything sounds good, but I don't know why that nothing's coming up on that end, but
Sound okay?
everything sounded
I can't
good.
listen to the house. I don't know how you heard us.
Huh?
Yeah, you guys sound great.
Yeah, the band's fine. Just nothing else is on the other side. So.
You guys are doing good, yeah. Sounds really good.
Get a couple.
Yeah, Washington took a fire.
I'd love to see Westinghouse and Farrell, but if they win, hopefully I'm gonna be able to go see them the following Friday. Probably won't be because I got to broadcast any basketball Friday and Saturday. Washington plays the winner of
Right, they're at
Steel
half.
Valley or
Neshannock.
no, whoever the Whitfield champion is.
Okay.
I'd love to see Westinghouse and Steel Valley. That'd be fun. That would be. But basketball starts out. Girls basketball.
Old defense.
They like to work that middle of the line. They're not getting it. Just, you know what I mean?
Is your soundboard on for them?
What's that?
Is your soundboard on for them?
I don't know.
It looks like it is.
Yeah, I mean,
Honestly, don't
we
know.
have to just keep it in mind, you know, what.
Your game Friday or Saturday?
Friday.
It'd be Friday.
Yeah.
Union too?
Yeah. Union will be Friday at 11.
Yep. Shank would be
Friday at 2.
3. 2. Yeah, you're right, 2.
Hopefully.
Admirals will be at 5.
Huh?
Admirals will be at 5.
His grandsons go to Admiral.
Oh, okay.
So they might want to go to the game with grandsons.
Yeah. They're gonna, they will be at the game. They will be.
It's the Week 4 edition of the Halftime Show on the TribLive High School Sports Network. Don Rebel, Chris Harlan alongside. Very timely subject. Last week, our Trib HSSN Team of the Week was the McKeesport Tigers. They lose Bobby Boyd early, but still a very impressive win at Laurel Highlands, 33-0. It was career victory number 700 for McKeesport High School. Joining in a very elite group, the 700 Club, only 6 other teams from the WPIAL have reached that stratosphere. And we're going to sort of talk about milestone victories here on this edition. Let me run them down, and then Chris will chime in. McKeesport at 700, Greensburg Salem at 708, Clairton at 710, Washington at 727 is 4th on the list, Newcastle 3 at 755, Aliquippa 759, and number 1 from the WPIAL, Jeanette at 768. Although with the Quips the way they're playing, that could change quickly. Obviously, elite programs, Chris, that have had success not only here and there, but for the most part, decades at a time.
Right. Not only did you have to be good, but you've had to play football for a long time. I mean, look at all these programs. They've all been playing since the early 1900s, some of the late 1800s. So 100 years or more to get to 700 wins. You got to have that consistency. You got to have that longevity. Newcastle was the first one to get to 700 back in 2012. They're now 3rd on the list. And like you mentioned, with Aliquippa, now they're only 10 behind Jeanette for the number 1 spot. The way Aliquippa has been winning in the last few years, unless Jeanette picks it up here, Aliquippa by the end of the decade, they could be that number 1 team on the list.
And maybe the first to hit 800, right?
Yeah, very much.
From the WPIAL. And remember, nowadays it's easy to get these chunk seasons of 12, 13, 14 wins. Back in the day, you only played 9, 10 games, even with playoffs. So, those schools that were doing it back before really the 80s, it's even more impressive what they
Right.
were able to do.
Back when there were no state playoffs, it
Right.
ended here too. Now you see teams run 15, maybe 16 wins if they go to the state championship and go undefeated.
So who are the teams knocking on the door next for the 700 club? Probably won't happen this year. Beaver Falls right now has 688. These are numbers coming into week 4 of the season. Rochester is at 682, Monessen at 674, and Beaver at 661. So over the next year or 2 or 3, we'll be talking about these teams joining that great list that McKeesport was able to join last week. As far as other standout marquee victories for programs, Franklin Regional upset Gateway last week. I don't know. I didn't see too much written. That was victory number 300 for the Panthers overall. Hempfield lost in the shuffle of their 4-0 start. They are now at 301. They passed in week 2. They hit the 300 win mark. Norwin 4 shy now of 400 wins. They are at 396. Laurel Highlands tonight, they take on Latrobe. They are searching for program victory number 200. Burrell, good start at 3-1. Bucks are 4 wins away from 300 career wins. McGuffey 5 wins away from 300 career wins. West Mifflin 5 away from 300 career wins. Cornell 7 away, could happen this season, from 200 wins. And Thomas Jefferson, they are 8 away from 500 victories, 492. And a lot of that has been recent success and fallen on the lap of their current head coach.
Yeah. You look at Bill Chirpak, the numbers they've been putting up in recent decades. I mean, you can almost write them down for 10 wins a year recently. And that's gotten him up to 295. Bill Chirpak on the doorstep of maybe 300, which just like the 700 club for teams, that 300 club for coaches, that's a really rare number here in the WPIAL.
Yeah, Jim Render leads that. He's the only district coach with over 400 wins, correct?
Yeah, Jim Render at 400. And the other guys in that list, Joe Hamilton, people remember him from his Blackhawk days, and George Novak, just over 300 also. So
the one thing, I apologize for interrupting, looking at Coach Hamilton, I totally forgot that he had coached at Hempfield. Did you? Yeah. Now, the other 2 schools before Blackhawk were Beaver County schools, I think Midland, New Brighton. Hempfield, that's like the opposite side of the district.
That's kind of like Jim Render with Uniontown, right? I mean, I think
yeah. Or Coach Lyons with Mount Pleasant, right?
Right. I mean, you get someone, they win so much at one place, they kind of become iconic to that school. And that's what you remember them as. You kind of forget some of the early days of those guys' careers.
Okay, I interrupted you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, so that's with Chirpak now about to join that club, you know, and really, I mean, what a year if you look back. 1995 is when he was hired, and what a year that was for hiring coaches. In my mind, when you realize that Thomas Jefferson had an opening, they hired Bill Chirpak. West Allegheny had an opening, they hired Bob Palco. And both of those guys have gone on to win lots and lots of games. Bob Palco is at 245. He's creeping up on that.
I retired 4 years ago in September. I'm surprised this game is close as it is.
Well, yeah, after that first 2 series.
Yeah, like that was Brookins. That wasn't a good pass he threw there. I don't think the guy was open. That last one was just he forced that a little bit. As soon as he left it go, I didn't think he had a chance in the world to catch it. That touchdown pass, the other guy caught the ball, the one he threw out.
Yeah, welcome back to Montour High School. That's our halftime show. Steel Valley Band and the Neshannock Band. One of those bands are not going to be playing next week, Jay, because their season's going to be done, unfortunately. Fun first half. Neshannock making a game of it. I mean, they fell behind earlier. Joseph's Marketplace scoring summary. 2 plays in, Brookins to Demario Shields. 2 plays, 76 yards, a 76-yard pass, and it was 7-0 just like that. Neshannock 3 plays and out, and then just 4 minutes later, 7:13 to go here in the first pass. Cruz Brookins, a 9-yard run on a 5-play, 38-yard drive, 13-0. You're thinking we're going to be here a short night. It's going to be quick, but Neshannock did a nice job. I mean, they hung in. Steel Valley shot themselves in the foot a couple times. You know, some penalties, had to punt. Neshannock a great drive in the second quarter, a 14-play drive, 7.5 minutes. They started from their own 45-yard line. They got down to the 5-yard line, and then a penalty. And then they looked like they were stopped on 4th and goal from the 15, a roughing the passer call, 1st down and goal again, but Steel Valley, great job holding him. So 7.5 minute drive, came up with nothing, so we're still 13-0 here at the half.
Well, Neshannock did run 28 plays to 20 plays for Steel Valley, and they just could not get that big, important touchdown that they needed. We would have even settled for a field goal, anything, after you run 14 plays and you get nothing out of it.
Yeah, looking at our out-of-town scoreboard, thanks to the Crane Room for our out-of-town scoreboard. The Union Scottes, they lead the Rochester Rams 12-8. So if they win that game, they're going to be down at Acrisure Stadium next Friday at 11 o'clock on Black Friday. Aliquippa leading McKeesport 21-0 in that overflow crowd at Cannon McMillan High School, and Central Valley leading TJ Thomas Jefferson 12-0 at the half also. So it looks like, as of right now, another Aliquippa Central Valley rematch again. So that could be a fun one for sure. Aliquippa, one of the best teams in this state. I said the winner of this game will be playing Beaver Falls. Right now is all over Stowe Rocks. I think I heard 26-8. So Beaver Falls on their way right now to possibly a rematch. We mentioned earlier in the pregame, Jay, that Beaver Falls defeated Steel Valley last year in last year's semifinals last year. So they're hoping to get that rematch with Beaver Falls this year down at Acrisure Stadium.
That should be a very interesting game because Beaver Falls and Steel Valley are both undefeated, I believe.
Yes. Right now, so but we have a long way to go in this one. I give credit to Neshannock; they really hung in well. I mean, they could have just said, "Okay, night's done, 13-0." You know, this team's and just throwing the towel. But I mean, they've done a nice job. They've hung in. A bunch of kids in this team fighting hard.
Neshannock made a couple really nice stops in 3rd down and 4th downs, which I was impressed with. I know the one I thought they should have just let them punt the ball, and they. He said, take the penalty, and they stopped him again, which surprised me. I'll give Neshannock a lot of credit. They're really playing their hearts out right now.
And some unofficial halftime numbers. Cruz Brookins for the Steel Valley Ironmen, 10 carries for 69 yards on the ground, and he's 2 for 4 for 84 yards through the air, and that 1 touchdown, the 76-yard touchdown pass to Mario Shields. Johnny Huff, we said he needed 176 yards rushing to get into the 2,000-yard range. Well, he's got a long way to go. Only 5 carries, which is very unusual for the Neshannock Lancer team, Jay. Usually you see him, 10, 15, at least 15 carries in the first half, 10, 15 carries. Only 5 carries in that first half, minus 23 yards.
I don't think he gained a positive positive yard the whole first half.
Minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 11, and 0. So you're right. And he's only 4 for 8 through the air for 28 yards and that 1 interception. Matthew Iannelli on the night, I didn't add up his yards, but 13, 22, 23, 6 carries for 29 yards for 15 in the first half for Matthew Iannelli. At the end of this game, we will pick our Wright Automotive Right there. That's my first North Allegheny. I didn't say the North Allegheny. We will pick our Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game and our Lawrence County, our LCAP Player of the Game at the end of this one, as we do here on every Lawrence County broadcast. And we try to stick with the Lawrence County team, so we will pick it for the Neshannock Lancers here tonight. Unless Brookins goes absolutely unreal and runs for those 5 touchdowns and 300 yards in the second half, then we'll have to give him a shirt. But if it stays this way, we will go with a Neshannock side, defense or offense, the player of the game, and a play of the game later on. We'll take a vote here in our press box and try to get him a shirt. But since we're about a mile away from the field, up in the second floor of the press box, and we have to walk a long way, we have a better chance of mailing it than we do getting it down to the field by the time they get into the locker room and all that stuff. But we will do our best to do that. Of course, we do have an 18-year-old running our camera, and Tyler Aaron. We can send him down. Maybe he can run down to the field and hand out some shirts. But keys to the second half, Jay. What's Neshannock going to do? How are they going to get this started? Do you have any ideas of what they might be able to do?
I think Huff's going to have to possibly pass the ball a little bit more and open the offense up, because the running is not making it right now.
And they are going to get the ball back to start the second half, which is a good thing.
Hope they start off with a positive note.
And where's my rosters?
Right here.
Thank you. Like, where'd I put my rosters?
Well, those are mine. You can use them.
No, actually, they're mine, because that's my my writing on there.
You gave me them last week. But still, it doesn't matter. You have what you need.
So Neshannock will get the ball to start the second half. Down 13-0. And A.J. Cartsetter, the 5'10" sophomore, will line things up. DeLolo and Cabellis deep to receive about the 20-yard line. And it's going to be taken by the out man. And you're going to get up to about the 45. Still pushing forward. Great run. Still on his feet. Great run there by Gino Mazzacco.
They couldn't bring him down.
Gino Mazzacco, the 5'8" freshman. Might be our play of the game right there. He took 5 Steel Valley Ironmen for about a 10-yard run. So it puts Neshannock in great field position. The freshman saying, hey, let's go, guys.
I'm going to make some yards here. Now you take it over and get the other 50.
So a good start by the freshman. Neshannock will take over at midfield. Down 13-0, just starting here in the second half. But DeLillo comes in motion. They're going to fake it to him. Huff now tries to get back through the middle. Bounces off a man. Bounces off the second. Breaks in the open field. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Neshannock. 50-yard run, Johnny Huff. Neshannock cuts into this lead.
That is the way to start a half.
Gets the Neshannock faithful on their feet. No flags.
Very important extra point coming up here, Lee.
And that extra point, that's Carter DeVivo. The hold by Wardman. Here comes a snap, a good snap, kick up, and it is good. Just 27 seconds in. Neshannock back in the game, 13-7 Steel Valley. You're listening and watching the high school football here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP and the TribLive High School Sports Network.
That's pretty one play.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $25 visit to the Maley Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapies necessary, from the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game.
And welcome back. Easy Joseph's Marketplace scoring summary, Jay.
One play, 50 yards.
Johnny Huff. He's now in positive yardage. So DeVivo to kick. And just a squib kick. Going to field it by the up man. About the 34-yard line. He'll get up there about the 35-yard, 45, pushed out of bounds was DeMario Shields. And Steel Valley will have great field position to start off in the 48-yard line.
Neshannock start on the 40 or 50-yard line, and Steel Valley starts off at the 48.
Yeah, interesting. They having a talking to Deshaun
Penalty.
Wright.
Is there a penalty?
Nope. No, just first down and 10 at the 47. So let's see how Steel Valley will answer. Still with a 13-7 lead. They send two receivers to one right, one to the left. Brookins will roll out to his right. Stop, and he's going to go deep. Has a man, and it's in and out of the hands and almost intercepted by DeLillo.
What a perfect pass and in and out of the hands, like you said.
DeMario Shields. I was waiting for him to do push-ups. Perfect pass.
Wow.
Big break for the Neshannock Lancers.
He was probably 5 yards past everybody.
And the Shields will come off the field. Yeah, just saw end zone. Forgot the ball. I said DeLillo almost had a chance on the deflection.
Yes, he did.
Second down and 10. Boy, I'd run the same play. Brooklyn's going to fake the handoff, and he's going to fall forward through the middle just for about a 2-yard gain, brought down by Jackson Billick.
I think it was the exact same play he started the game with in the 76-yard touchdown pass.
It's only a 1-yard gain for Brookins. So bring up third down and 9. Yeah, that was the second play of the game. That was that same play, Jay, you saw.
Yep.
I'd go back to it. I mean, they've run it twice, and it's been open twice.
Oh, he's back in the game now, so we'll see if they do.
Well, Cabellas is... Actually, that's Braden Huff on the coverage out there. Let's see. Brookins will roll to his right. Looking. He's going to tuck and come the other way. Come left to right. Brookins cuts it back upfield. Going to be pushed out of bounds about the 49-yard line, a short gain. And we have a flag on the far side of the field back at the 44-yard line. That's going to be a holder blocking the back 90% of the time.
When you reverse field, there's a lot of times there's the block or the hold.
And that's a personal foul call on Steel Valley. And I think Neshannock will take this 15-yard penalty from the 44-yard line. Yeah, it was a personal foul.
Illegal block league?
Yep. Let's see if Neshannock takes this penalty. I would think they would, but we were wrong the last time.
Yep.
Let's see what Coach Mazaka did. It's either going to be 3rd and a mile or 4th and... They got about a 3-yard gain, so it'll be about 4th and 6. So you either got 4th and 6 or 3rd and about 25. So they're going to decide to take the penalty. Which I like this personally from Neshannock. Push them way back to the 29-yard line. So it's 3rd and 28. And the clock will run. Just underway here, third quarter. 13-7, Steel Valley. Checking late in the game is Deshaun Johnson for Steel Valley. So what do you have in the books for 3rd and 29?
Hope. I imagine Brookins going to throw it.
He's looking. He's going to go down the sideline, one-on-one coverage, and overthrown his intended receiver in Mekhi Valentine. So Neshannock holds 3 and out. Exactly what the doctor ordered. You scored a touchdown, forced a 3 and out. You forced this 20-yard loss. They started at the 47-yard line, so they lost 18 yards on that drive, Jay. Bring up 4th down.
That 15-yard penalty, Roy, come back to hurt him.
So DeLillo and Cabellis back deep to receive. High snap. Does get the kickoff, and it's a floater. It hits about the 47-yard line, and it's going to be touched at the 43-yard line and 42-yard line. That's where Neshannock will take over. So Neshannock, all the momentum here to start the second half.
If Steel Valley, their wide receiver would have caught that ball, would have been a 20-7 lead probably.
Castle Asphalt, so they've been in the paving and construction business for 15 years, using top-of-the-line equipment and resources to guarantee that your job is done correctly and efficiently. Innovative methods combined with years of experience at thecastleasphalt.com. 1st and 10 to Neshannock from their own 42-yard line as DeLillo comes in motion. They're going to fake the handoff to him. Huff's going to try to gain through the middle, but not this time. The second big man, Jason Hauser, 6'3", 290. Brings him down. No gain there for Huff. Bring up 2nd down.
Like you said, Lee, they have a lot of big defensive linemen.
So Huff has 2 receivers to his right, 1 to the left. He'll take the snap. He'll hand the ball off. That's Ionelli. He'll fall forward for about 4 yards. Bring up 3rd down and 6. Ionelli had 6 carries for 29 yards in that first half.
He had the one real nice 15-yard run was called back because of a holding call.
So bring up 3rd and 6. As Braden Montgomery comes off and Braden Huff checks in. Huff will roll to his left. He's looking far side, and it's going to be complete on the far side. Looks like a 1st down. That's Luciano DeLillo with his 3rd nice catch of the night. 1st down to Neshannock.
Beautiful pass by Huff. And DeLillo made another nice catch. That's his 3rd nice catch of the night, Lee. None of them been easy.
Perfect placement, too, where Stowe Rocks can't come up with it. So 1st down and 10 from the 48-yard line of Steel Valley. Just underway here, 3rd quarter, just under 9 minutes. Ionelli finds a crease and will gain a few yards down to the 45-yard line. And that's our big man, second big man, Jason Hauser on the stop. It's hard to believe I'm saying second big man at 290, 6'3", 290. Three receivers to the right this time, and Jackson Billick into the game for the Neshannock Lancers. He's your lone running back. Huff will fake it. Has room at the middle again, up to the 41-yard line. Good shoestring tackle in the bottom of that play. That was Deshaun Wright. Saved the big gainer there.
And Neshannock looks like going a little bit of a hurry up here.
Gain of about 6 yards, bring out 3rd and 4. Actually, going to give him 7 yards in that play.
Yep, so it's going to be 3rd and 3. Big 3rd down here, Lee.
And they got him to jump. Did not go off sides, though. Smith jumped, but did not get a foot over the ball.
That was close.
So Huff fakes the handoff, trying to push forward for the 1st down, and he's going to be short by about a yard. Deshaun right in the bottom of that pow again. 4 down territory, I think.
Oh, yes, definitely.
From the 39-yard line, 4th down and 1. What do you call?
Looks like a short one. I think I'd go with Ionelli myself, but we'll see what they call.
Or is we going to pull out the trickeration play? Huff Underneath center, Ionelli behind him. Ionelli gets the call, gets the first down, gets more. Up to the 36-yard line, Ionelli gets 3. Big first down. But then the Neshannock Lancers, boy, they got a push in that one time, Jay.
Tell you what, they moved Smith out of the way, which is a very hard thing to do.
They moved that whole line 3 yards. Great job. So Neshannock, first down and 10 from the Steel Valley 36. We're down to 6:35 to go. Pitch to Billick. Great open field tackle on the far side. That's Angel Herrera. We called his name quite a bit.
And some more nice sportsmanship on both teams, helping the other opposing player up, which you don't see too often in high school football.
Bring up 2nd and 11. DeLola comes in motion. Huff's going to follow him. He's going to try to get that corner and will not. Brought down. And the ball comes loose. So they're going to roll it. I say he's down. Yeah, they're going to roll it down for a 2-yard loss. I want to thank the Dorn Concrete, and they're going to talk. The refs are going to talk things over right now. Now we're going to start the clock again. It's a 2-yard loss. Steel Valley fans don't like that it was not a fumble.
We can hear him now, Lee.
Yeah, 3rd down and 11. Huff, back to pass. He's got time. He's going to go deep down the sideline to Cabellas. Incomplete. Bring up 4th down.
That was a jump ball for Cabellas, and this time he didn't come down with the ball.
I want to thank Dorn Concrete. You don't let just anybody lay the foundation for your business. Visit DornConcrete.com for your free estimate today. They have over 30 years of experience. Dorn Concrete's the team of contractors you want laying down the blocks for your home or office job. 4th down and 11. As Braden Huff checks back in. 4th and 11 from the 37, Steel Valley. That's offsides. Definite jump there. As Hauser jumped. And a man on the far side, I believe that was Brendan Snyder with the jump. So bring up 4th down and about 7 now. Yeah, about 4th and 8. They're listening to the ball right now at the 39. Going to get down. Or the 34. Going to get down to the 26. Huff. Back to pass. Has a man open. It's complete. And should have enough for the first down.
Yes, they're going to give it to him.
And that's Braden Montgomery with the reception that time. First down. Nice route running there by Montgomery, Jay.
He knew where the first down marker was, and he got right to it and caught the ball. And no dancing, just went headed forward.
Unlike Mr. Johnson with the 3-yard loss the other week.
Yes.
With the dance. But other than that, first down and 10. Inside handoff. Not going to get much there.
I believe it was Ionelli.
Jackson Billick. Yeah. And we have a stoppage of play. I think a helmet came off. Angel Herrera, I think his helmet came off, or blood. Got blood on the elbow, so Herrera's going to come out. It's a big loss there. Get Herrera off the field. Brings in Carlos Scott, the junior. 2nd down and 10 from the 25-yard line from the Neshannock. They trailed 13-7 here in the 3rd quarter with 4:40 left.
Nice drive going on from Neshannock right now.
Huff fakes the handoff, cuts back through the middle, 15-10, down to the 4-yard line. Johnny Huff, 21 yards.
He might not have ran good in the first half. The second half, he's back what he usually does.
They're inside the red zone. Voted best of the best in Lawrence County for uniform supply and silk screening. That's the red zone. First down and goal. Huff inside handoff to Billick. Nice tackle there. That was Donald Barksdale with the tackle. Brings down Billick. No yards. 2nd down and goal. Tried the quick hitter to Billick that time.
Barksdale was right there.
So 2nd down and goal. Definitely not thinking field goal here.
No, they want the touchdown.
Trip receivers to the left. Huff. DeLillo comes in motion. Huff's going to try to follow him. Going to try to get the corner. They're not going to make it. Chased down by Barksdale. 2-yard loss that time. Donald Barksdale showing off the speed there.
Huff thought he had the corner, but Barksdale was there before he got there.
And they're going to mark it at the 7-yard line. 3rd and goal. Play clock down to 15. Might have to take a timeout here.
No,
find out.
I don't think so, Lee.
Clock down to 8. Huff gets. Man comes in motion. DeLillo. Fake it. Huff's going to keep it and go nowhere. Absolutely annihilated. Ball came loose. Again.
I think they say down on contact again.
Steel Valley pleading for the call. And the Neshannock's going to bring out the field goal team. So DeVivo will come in for a 27-yarder to try to cut this lead to 13-10.
You got to get something out of this.
I don't know if Steel Valley believes it or not. Let's see. Comes the snap. There comes the kick. It's up. And it is good. So 27-yard field goal. Cuts the lead to 13-10. We'll take a break, and you're listening and watching the high school football here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP and the TribLive High School Sports Network.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
And 13-10. 2:27 to go here, 3rd quarter. Our Joseph's Marketplace scoring summary, Jay.
That was 16 plays, and it ended with a 27-yard field goal.
You can check out Joseph's Marketplace. You can follow them on Facebook to see what's cooking today. They've been around since 1915. And probably a squib kick, figured it would be. Going to take him by the up man at the 30-yard line and be brought down at the 40. That was Del Mario Shields. So Steel Valley, again, good field position. They don't want anything to do with Brookins taking a kickoff.
I could see why. I'll tell you what, Neshannock is completely stymied Steel Valley's offense.
Well, they only ran 4 plays in the 3rd quarter. The Neshannock opening drive, or no, they ran more than that, excuse me. Or no, because
it was 4 plays and a punt.
Yeah, 4 plays and a punt, and Neshannock had 2 drives. That last drive was, about 8 minutes?
Yes.
So Brookins will keep it. Nice open field tackle brought down by Ryan Huff for a short gain of about 3 yards.
There's another name you didn't mention hardly at all in the first half. In the second half, that's about the 3rd nice tackle he's had.
Yeah, it was about an 8-minute drive that Neshannock had there. So they didn't come up with anything at a 14-play drive and 7.5-minute drive. The 7.5 minute. This time they come up with points on a 16-play drive and an 8-minute drive. 2nd down and 7 for Steel Valley. 1:45 to go here, 3rd quarter. They lead 13-10. Brookins will hand the ball off. Barksdale, nowhere to go. Mazzocco in the backfield, amongst others. Give credit also to Michael Ponciani. The 6'5", 285-pound lineman. So Barksdale will know where to go.
Neshannock Show and Steel Valley, they can play defense also.
I want to thank our Cunningham Funeral. Also, you can learn more about their services and pre-planning. Visit their website at www.cunninghamfh.com or follow them on Facebook. It's our Cunningham Funeral Funeral Home. Excuse me. 3rd down and 7. Right comes in motion. He's going to fake it to him. Brookins trying to juke around, but nowhere to run. Short gain, another 3-play and out drive. Neshannock, a great defensive stand. That was Austin King. Bring up 4th down. And the Steel Valley punting team will come on. And they have to punt because they're going to have to, looks like the flags are blowing towards, looks like they're going to be punting with the wind, Jay, the way the flags are blowing.
Well, they need all the help they can get with the punts because they have not been too good tonight. See what Carlos Scott comes up with this time.
And it's over his head. Picks it up. He's gonna try to pass the ball. It has a man open, but he's out of bounds. He tried to keep the feet in. It's an incomplete pass, but that saved a lot of yards from Carlos Scott. But we have a flag on the far side of the field at the 47-yard line. What's that flag?
He's talking to the Neshannock coach, and he's saying, we don't want it.
But Carlos Scott just saved about 25 yards by just wailing it.
And he wheeled it probably 30 yards in the air. That was a really good pass.
Illegal man downfield, so I don't think they're going to be taking that penalty. So it should be and we have another flag here on the 44-yard line on the near side.
Oh, might be offsetting.
The referees are going to go talk it over. And we're just going to say in the Neshannock first, it's a Medore Bonner Law turnover.
Okay, first they went 5 down. Now they're going to go. Nope, that's
down
going
to
be
the
it.
30. So it's Neshannock ball at the 39-yard line. First down and 10. 5 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Inelli back into the game as running back. And he'll get the carry, and he's denied. Gregory Smith. Wow.
What a hit. I believe that would be the last play of the third quarter, Lee.
And they give him a -3 yards, which I think should have been -6. That will do it for the third quarter with a score, Steel Valley 13, Neshannock 10. We'll be back for the fourth. You're listening and watching the high school football here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP and the TribLive High School Sports Network.
Ignite by Hatch is a digital learning environment designed to help pre-K and kindergarten teachers extend their reach to nurture whole child growth while building essential skills for school success. In just 30 minutes of independent playtime per week in school or at home, Ignite by Hatch boosts learning across 7 domains aligned to both state and national standards. Ignite's whole child approach is particularly critical this year as programs address both social-emotional development and learning gaps created due to the global pandemic. Honoring the power of homeschool partnerships, Ignite's parent dashboard and family experiences ensure children have access to learning no matter the environment. With an intuitive design and straightforward implementation, Ignite powerfully extends teachers' reach and impact, boosting children's learning all year long.
And welcome back to Mountain High School. We got ourselves a ball game, Jay, 13-10. Neshannock will have second down and 12 from the 42. Unofficially, Jay, that's their 10th run for loss that Steel Valley has provided against Neshannock tonight. 10th tackle for loss.
That's a pretty good statistic,
Isn't it, though? Huff, quick slant, just behind the intended receiver. I believe it was Cabellis or DeLillo. That's Cabellis on the far side. It's going to bring up third down and 12.
And if the defensive back is hurt or not.
Yeah, he's coming up limping.
Well, he wants to come out, which is a smart move.
And that's
Deshaun down.
Yeah, that's Deshaun Wright.
He made a nice hit to Lillo, and that didn't go too good.
Yeah, Deshaun Wright was all conference. There's no way that could be a cramp on a 20-degree night. That's what it's looking like, doesn't it?
It does.
At the end of this game, we'll have our Melee Chiropractic play of the game. They're currently hiring, looking for dedicated, energetic staff to work. And their seasonal allergies or changes in weather can affect how you feel on a daily basis. Headaches, joint pain, sinus pressure, even congestion can all be alleviated by chiropractic work. Call Melee Chiropractic to schedule your appointment today. They're voted the best of the best chiropractor in Lawrence County. And they'll even crack your neck.
Which I love, and you don't. Oh, they're carrying him off the field, Lee.
Oh, wow. And we'll have our LCAP player of the game also later on. Learning Tree Child Care Center, quality child care services available throughout the county for children between the ages of 6 weeks old and 5 years old. That's LCAP. So bring up 3rd and 12 from the Steel Valley 42-yard line.
Very important play here.
You need all of it.
Yes, you do.
They'll go for it in 4th down.
Oh,
That's why I say that. If you get in the 4th and 6 range, 4th and 5 range, I think they'll go for it.
I think they're going for it no matter what. My opinion, but we'll see.
Slant over the middle, complete and brought down. What a tackle there by Donald Barksdale. DeLillo hung on to the ball.
No, he didn't.
He did not?
No, he did not.
That was Ronald DeMays, excuse me.
Oh, did he get crushed?
How about our big tackle of the night? Don't let anybody lay the foundation for your business. Visit DoranConcrete.com for your free estimate today. DeMays absolutely annihilated 4th down and 12.
If he would have made that hit, it was a completed pass.
And it would have been 4th and short. Now Huff goes in motion. A little wildcat. DeLillo with the free kick. It's going to get a great roll. Are they going to be able to keep it in play?
Nope.
They does not. It's going to be a touchback. So it goes as a 42-yard punt and no return. But how about the tackle there, Jay, by Donald Barksdale?
That was definitely the hardest hit of the night. Well, maybe Mr. Smith had a couple hard ones too.
Yeah, but nonetheless, it goes to a 42-yard kick. So the Steel Valley will take over. They've run 7 plays here in this second half.
That's it. I'll tell you what, we'll see what happens.
11:42 to go. They have 1st down and 10 on their own 20. Brookins has run 3. Actually, they got 5 plays in this. They tried 2 passes. So let's see if Steel Valley can answer here. Brookins will keep it himself. Nowhere to run. Maybe give him 2. Look like Billick and also Michael Ponziani on the stop. They're going to give him 2 in the play. Bring up 2nd and 8.
That was a generous spot, I believe.
Brookins' last 6 carries. 2, none, 1, 3, 1, and 2.
And he's the man who had 233 yards last week, wasn't it, Lee?
No. 333 and 6 TDs. Trip receivers out to the right. Brookins throw off to the left side. It's going to be complete for a short gain. That's the right for about a 2-yard gain. Bring up 3rd and about 6.
Neshannock would like to get another nice stop here.
Yeah, Deshaun Wright, all conference. Third down and 6.
Neshannock has started moving the ball since the second quarter started, and they haven't stopped.
That's Demario Shields. Boy, I've had all kinds of problems with his name tonight.
Yes, you have.
Third down and 6 from the 24-yard line. Brookins going to roll right. Flag on the play. He's looking down, and he's hit from behind and brought down.
See what the flag is, Lee.
Big play. Jackson Mazzacco brings him down at the 18-yard line, but what's the flag? Illegal shift on Steel Valley. Should go down as a probably boy, Mazzacco, big play there. I say decline this one.
Oh, I agree.
Bring up 4th and 12. They decline it, and another 3 and out for the Steel Valley Ironmen, who does not have a first down in this second half. Clock down to 10 minutes to go, and Neshannock with all the momentum.
They should get good field position with this punt, too.
Cabellis and DeLillo deep to receive. Carlos Scott was a Superman on the last play. And another high snap. Ball goes into the end zone. He's going to run out of the end zone, go up to the sideline. 10, 15, gets to the 20, but nowhere near the first down. And he steps out at the 18-yard line. Neshannock will take over in the red zone with 9:42 to go here in the fourth quarter. Well, I thought he was going to turn and run or pass that ball, Jay.
I didn't think he had a chance. He was running for his life.
But another high snap.
What field position for Neshannock?
18-yard line. So Neshannock takes over in the red zone. First down and 10 from the 18. Give it to Ionelli, who's manhandled.
He might have got a yard.
And that was Jason Hauser, who's going to have to come out of the game because his helmet came off.
Yes, you're right, Lee.
Also, Brendan Snyder in on that tackle, who's had a great game. Second down and 10. Not in field goal range yet. Now they're going to reset the play clock because the Steel Valley player came off the field, so they had to come off the field because of the helmet, so they'll reset the play clock. Second down and 10. Man almost jumps. Huff looks back over for the play.
It's about the third or fourth time we've had him jumping.
Huff has a man complete. That's DeMays. Touchdown, Neshannock. 19 yards. A slant play to Ronald DeMays. Neshannock takes the lead.
That's an easy recap.
Big extra point here. DeVivo. It's down, it's up, and it's good. With the score, Neshannock 17, Steel Valley 13. We'll be back. You're listening and watching the high school football here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP and the TribLive High School Sports Network.
18-16 Union.
Okay, 18-16 Union League.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
Looking to buy, sell, or rent in Lawrence County? Get Realtor Michael Kurtwood Jr. in your starting lineup today. Michael Kurtwood Jr. of Castle Realty caters to buyers, sellers, and renters of Lawrence County and the surrounding areas. Call Michael Kurtwood Jr. at 724-301-1482 today. Check out his current listings or list your home at castle-realty.com. People you know, people you trust.
And welcome back to Montour High School. Neshannock takes their first lead of the night after trailing 13-0. They've scored 17 unanswered. They lead 17-13.
Neshannock's defense has really stepped up.
And DeVivo, what a surprise. Another squib kick. That's going to get past the Steel Valley player in right and go into the end zone, so it's a touchback. Our Joseph Market play scoring summary, Jay.
2 plays. 19 yards and a TD.
Pass to Ronald DeMays.
And he made a very nice cut into the end zone.
Just a quick slant.
That's all you need.
So Steel Valley with no first downs here in this second half.
Would they run 7 plays so far? No, 11 plays.
11 plays, no first downs. Start from their own 20. Steel Valley not used to being in this position this year.
Well, nobody stopped the quarterback all year.
They're going to hand off to Barksdale. Breaks a tackle, 25-30 down the sideline, 35, 40, 45. There goes Donald Barksdale. Touchdown, Steel Valley. No flags, 80 yards.
What a run.
Donald Barksdale puts the Ironmen back up in the lead. Broke the tackle with Jackson Billick about the 25-yard line. He had a shirt. Couldn't bring him down, and then the rest was him. So Steel Valley jumps back up. And the all-important extra point again. Up, and it's short. No good. So they missed the extra point. We'll keep it right here, Ashley. 19-17. Steel Valley jumps up. Easy Joseph Marketplace scoring recap, Jay.
1 play, 80 yards. And Del Shields really helped out running right beside Don Barksdale down the sidelines. And luckily, he didn't do an illegal block or a hold.
Yeah, I want to give a quick shout out to Mr. Brian Dorenza, the head baseball coach to Sarah Catholic. He says, I'd love to see Neshannock pull this out. Beaver Falls is all over Stowe Rocks. So, well, Mr. Dorenza, we would love to see Neshannock pull it out too, but what a great run there by Donald Barksdale, the sophomore, Jay.
I'll tell you what, like once he hit that corner, right down the sidelines, I'm surprised he didn't step out of bounds. He was so close to the sidelines.
Just 17 seconds later, Steel Valley still doesn't have a first down, but they just got an 80-yard touchdown.
That's just as good. That's better than a first down, Lee.
Wow. But Neshannock's been moving the ball here in the second half. So, I mean, they got 8:41 to go. Plenty of time. Been a fun one here.
See what kind of field position they get this time.
And the Scotties are leading the Rochester Rams in the single-A playoffs as we speak. You said 20-18, I think you said?
16-12. No, 18-16.
18-16, thank you. I knew it was 2 points, just couldn't remember which two.
Well, I had mentioned it a couple minutes ago,
Yeah.
but after that 80-yard run, your mind's just like, what just happened here?
Give credit to Steel Valley, and now the ball falls off the tee, so they'll have to tee it up one more time.
A little bit of wind going on, so it might have been
Yeah,
blowed off
a
the
lot
tee.
of wind, and that's the thing. They kicked into that wind, and you could see it affect that extra point a little bit. Just knocked it right down.
His extra points haven't been too impressive anyhow.
Well, needless to say.
Yeah.
And it's the squib kick. Neshannock will just fall on the ball, and they'll have good field position at their 33-yard line. That was Braden Montgomery. Keep an eye, though, on Jason Hauser. He came limping onto the field for that extra point. So see if he comes back out there. He's back out there. Looks like he's moving okay, but he came limping out for that extra point.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he's been a big part of this game. So Neshannock, good field position.
Not as good as the last 2 times they got the ball, but they have it, so we'll see what happens here. Mr. Huff has really stepped it up in the second half with his rushing.
And he's going to try it again, but forget it. 4-yard loss. There's Smith and there's Hauser.
Wow.
I think it might be time for Greg Smith to take over this game. Actually, they're going to give him the 33. They're going to give him only a 1-yard loss. Wow. That's a generous spot.
Yes, it is.
Second down and 11. Whatever.
This is a ball game, Lee.
Huff, back to pass. Throw over the middle and almost intercepted. That was Deshaun Wright again. The pass was high. Wright almost came up with it.
No push-ups that time.
Gonna bring up 3rd and 11.
Very crucial 3rd down here. Or they should get Steel Valley good field position. They have to punt. But
plenty of time, though.
It's his 3rd down first.
7:58 to go. Huff. Back to pass. Man complete at the 40, but he's going to be well short of the 1st down. Ball comes loose again. And they're going to say he was down, as he should be. Braden Montgomery. It's a 7-yard completion. Bring up 4th and 4. And it looks like they're going for it. And 4th and 4 from their own 40. What do you say about being the ball game, Jay?
I'll tell you what, I'm surprised they're doing it. Of course, last time we thought they're going to go for it. They punted it, so we'll see if they go for it or not.
Play clock's down to 9. 4th down.
You're going to try to draw them off sides.
Play clock down to 2. And here comes the timeout. Our Pawn's Insurance timeout. Love the life you live worry-free at the Pawn's Insurance. You get the best rates and the customer service by calling a local agent at Pawn's Insurance.
He's drawn them off sides at least twice tonight, and a couple other times real close. So I think it was what he's trying to do that time.
I want to thank Penn Ohio Bottled Water. They can have water for your home or business. Bottled water delivery ranging from 16-ounce bottles to 5-gallon. Let them do the lifting and bring refreshing water to your door. That's the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company. Our out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by the Crane Room. You can call ahead and reserve your seat after the game or place an order for takeout, curbside pickup, dinner, homemade desserts, even a corraler to go. Call to place your order at 724-656-1553. Big 4th down here. 4th down and 4 from their own 40-yard line. The Neshannock trails 19-17. 7:10 to go here, 4th period.
And I thought they were going to bring the punt team on, and they didn't.
2 receivers each way. DeLillo is the punter, is behind Huff. They try to draw him offside. There's DeLillo. Huff's going to go back out. Let's see if DeLillo kicks it. He's going to kick it. And it's going to be caught there at the 30-yard line and brought down her fumble on the play. But I think he fall back on it. That was Cruz Brookins who fumbled the ball, but they're going to say it should be Steel Valley ball. They're talking it. Referee's pointing towards that way. Looked like the right call. So Steel Valley will take over from their own 28-yard line. Neshannock has 2 timeouts. Steel Valley with all 3. With 7:01 to go, the Ironmen lead 19-17.
That was a good punt by DeLillo.
Yeah, with a bad snap.
He almost didn't get it off. They almost blocked that, but he got it off, and not too much for a run back there.
So Barksdale broke the 80-yard run last time. Hand it off to him again. And he's going to find another room, but a flag on the play, 26-yard gain, but that's coming back at the 27-yard line. There's a flag.
I believe a hold, Lee.
Yeah, hold, block, clip, something, whatever. It's going to come back, that's for sure.
Yeah.
There's the hold. To bring up 1st and 20. Again, a field goal wins this. DeVivo's max maybe 35 yards. Maybe. Got the wind at his back, so I'll give him 35.
Maybe.
You need the ball back first.
Yes, that's true.
The clock running. Once they get the ball planted here, should start.
1 minute left of the game. 1 minute left in the game.
Actually, they did not start the clock yet, or the play clock. Play clock not even running. First down and 20. Now it starts. Barksdale gets the handoff, cuts it back in through the middle, and gets to about the 27-yard line. Good run there by Barksdale. Gets 7.
It's 7 out of the 20 he needed.
Great hard run there by Barksdale. Ponziani on the stop, bring up 2nd down and 13. Actually, they're going to get made on the play. He's up over 100 yards, well, thanks to his 80-yard run. Bring up 2nd and 12 with 6:15 to go.
It'd be good to get about 5 or 6 here at least. Make 3rd down a little bit manageable.
Gonna give it to Barksdale again, and he finds the room. How about a 1st down and more? Cuts it back upfield, and he's loose. 50, 40, down to the 30. Cuts inside, runs over a man at the 15, down to the 10-yard line. Donald Barksdale, 66 yards. 1st and goal, and they're inside the red zone.
Wow. I didn't think he was going to come out of there. It looked like he's going to be tackled for after about 10 or 12 yards, and he broke free and then, like you said, ran a guy over.
Neshannock needs a 4-down stop right now. Steel Valley's going to have to call timeout because the play clock's down to 8. There's no way they're getting this play off, so they're going to call Ponce's Insurance timeout. We'll keep it right here. I don't know who he ran over at about the 15-yard line, Joe, but he just absolutely annihilated him.
He's only 5'8", 160, but boy, he walloped that guy.
His last 3 carries, 80, 8, and 66. 154 yards in his last 3 carries. Steel Valley a play away from really wrapping this thing up. Of course, they've had problems with the extra point, so even if they do score, they have to make the extra point.
Yep, and they haven't done it yet.
They make it a 2-score game.
Well, I guess they made the first one and just barely made it. Hit the upright and went over, if I remember clearly.
It dinked, doinked, and made it through.
It dinked, doink, and dunk.
Yeah. So 1st and goal. The Steel Valley in the red zone. They voted the best of the best in Lawrence County. That's the red zone. 1st and goal. Each team with 2 timeouts. Referee's trying to get ready here. Referee talking to Steel Valley right now over the sideline. Both teams they're lined up, ready to go, waiting for the headline hit the referee right now. And have no idea what's going on, but that's all right. We're ready to go. 1st down and goal from the 10-yard line. The Neshannock season might come right here. Need a stop. Why not try Barksdale again? Fights down to the 4-yard line. Boy, is he running hard.
And he's only a sophomore.
He is running hard. Broke another tackle down there. About the 8-yard line. Bring up 2nd and goal from the 4. And we got one for Lawrence County, but we'll save it with 5 minutes to go. Second down and goal. Fake to Barksdale. Brookins into the end zone, untouched. Touchdown, Steel Valley. Cruz Brookins, the 4-yard run. With 4:48 to go, but now the all-important extra point. I think they might go for, they're going to try for that conventional extra point. Big extra point right here. Comes the snap. It's a bad one. And they'll have to fall on it. The point no good. So Neshannock's still alive with 4:48 to go. The score, Steel Valley 25, Neshannock 17. We'll be back with some great news. You're listening and watching the high school football here on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP and the TribLive High School Sports Network.
Has your child's early education slowed down or even paused due to the pandemic? This is crucial time you can't get back. LCAP can keep your little learner on track for success. We have options for working and non-working parents with in-person childcare and age-appropriate virtual learning to keep them busy and engaged. Parents, don't hit pause on early learning. Lawrence County Community Action Partnership can jumpstart their future. Learn more at lcap.org.
Back to Montour High School, we got great news for Lawrence County. We're sending one team to Acrisure Stadium. Final score, the Scotties beat Rochester 18-16. So we got one team. We're trying to make it two. They'll play next Friday at 11 o'clock from Acrisure Stadium. That will have an audio-only broadcast. I'm sure Mr. Dotson will be down there. I'll be listening from Northern Virginia from the Outlaw House. Cart setter with the kick. And it's another squib. Fielded there by Wardman. He'll fall on it from the 34-yard line. So Neshannock's got to go 66 yards. They got 4:47. Plenty of time. Yeah, Jay Wardman, part of that track team for Neshannock. Runs the 100-meter. Almost saw him break one earlier.
He showed his speed in that run. This time he just fell on the ball. They haven't done anything. They kicked the ball once off, and every other one's been squib kicked.
So 4:47 to go. Neshannock trails 25-17. And the play clock's already down to 10. They might have to burn a timeout here. There's no way they're going to get this play off with 4, 3. Can they do it? 2, 1. They get it off somehow. Huff rolling off to his right, and he's waffling down behind, and it's a fumble. Oh, no. And Steel Valley will recover. Big play there. Coming up with the ball is Angel Herrera.
I believe Donald Barksdale knocked the ball out of his hand, I believe.
Yeah, we have a play, and Herrera's hurt on the play on the far side. But Steel Valley's going to take over. It looked like the proper call from up here, Jay. Huff was, and we got a holding call on Neshannock. And that's declined, and Steel Valley will take over.
As Huff was rolling, Barksdale knocked the ball right out of his hand.
So it's the Donald Barksdale show here.
We all thought Cruz was going to be the main man. It turned out to be Barksdale on offense and defense.
But that all started with Neshannock having to hurry up. They came off the out of that kickoff, ran late, and they barely got the play off, rushed it, and then Huff was rolling off to his right, got hit from behind, ball comes loose. Herrera falls on it. Unfortunately, he's still hurt, but he's going to get up. And his left leg, unable to put any pressure on it, unfortunately. He's had himself a nice ball game, Angel Herrera.
We have mentioned his name quite a few times tonight.
So now a chance to really put this game away. Steel Valley leading 25-17 with 4:35 to go in this one. They take over at the Neshannock 18-yard line. So does Neshannock have any magic left? As Barksdale comes back in.
Why wouldn't he come back in?
You're a Neshannock fan. You hope he leaves the stadium. He's had a great second half here, Donald Barksdale, the sophomore. They're going to give it to him again. Cuts it back through the middle and gets about 5 yards. They give him 6 down to the 12-yard line. Bring up 2nd down and 6 as Steel Valley starts in the end zone. After that Medora-Bonner-Law turnover, they're in the red zone. Plenty of they'll take their time now. Let that play clock go as low as they can.
Brookings hasn't thrown a pass for a while.
No need to right now.
Not the way Barksdale's throwing the ball or running the ball.
He has it again. Back up through the middle. Barksdale finds the end zone, but a flag on the play at the 10. Probably coming back.
Going to be another hold.
Yeah, and the way Aiden Schaefer's, I think he's the one that got held. So bring this ball back. Big break though for Neshannock.
Tell you what, he was danced right into the end zone.
But for Steel Valley though, the clock's going to start. So they'll be able to run another 25 seconds off. Actually, they're not going to start.
No, I don't think it does on a penalty league.
So clock goes down, so stays at 3:44. 2nd down and 14. Need to get to the 9 for the 1st down. Man comes in motion. Barksdale cuts back through the middle. 5 down to the 7-yard line. Barksdale with a 13-yard gain.
Just when you think you got him, he's through.
And it's all starting on that left side too, Jay. 1st and goal. So apparently they needed 13 yards. If you notice these last few 3-4 runs today, he's going left and then cutting back through the middle, cutting into the middle, and he's finding a lot of room.
He does have some very good moves. Well, you see Mr. Smith, and is that number 75 there, Lee?
76 probably. That's Bray Hauser. 55. Mentioned 55's name there. As Brookins hands to Barksdale. Fighting, still fighting down to the 3-yard line. Yeah, it's Michael Christ, the 6'3", yes. 285-pound lineman.
I mentioned his name earlier.
Yes, you did.
One of the smaller ones.
And the Neshannock's going to use their first timeout.
That's their 2nd timeout, isn't it?
Their 2nd timeout, their Ponce's Insurance timeout. We'll keep it right here with 2:47 to go. At the end of this one, we have to pick our Wright Automotive Player of the Game and our Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game, Jay. We're going to have some tough choices here tonight. At least we have some choice. The first half, we didn't know what we were going to do. Now we do have some choices here in the second half of who we might pick for our Play of the Game and our Player of the Game. But a great effort here by Neshannock here tonight. But they have their backs literally to the wall right now. 2nd and goal for Steel Valley, leading 25-17. If they punch this one in, the game's pretty much going to be on ice.
I agree with you completely there, Lee.
Even though most of the fans are already on ice.
They've been on ice since they got here. We're in a nice, warm press box.
Thanks to Lucero and everybody here at Montour High School for great hospitality. We got fed down there during halftime. We got the heat. Whole 2nd floor to ourselves. Greatly appreciate it. So 2nd down and goal. As Barksdale stands to Brookins' left.
Who do you think's going to get the ball?
It's going to be Barksdale. And he's going to waltz into the end zone untouched. 3-yard run. Donald Barksdale makes it 31-17. And that should about do it. But we still do have 2:42 left.
And stranger things have happened.
It's good to see Angel Herrera run back onto the field for Steel Valley. In the extra point, our Cunningham Funeral extra point is best one of the night, and it goes through.
What a time to get one.
Our Cunningham Funeral Home sponsors that extra point. To learn more about their services and pre-planning, you can visit their website at www.cunninghamfh.com or follow them on Facebook. 3217 Steel Valley. We'll be back after this 30-second break. You're listening and watching the high school football here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP and the TribLive High School Sports Network.
Wherever you're going, Axe can get you there. The bowling alley, beauty salon, and even the library. Axe can get you there safely. The grocery store, the pharmacy, and the bank. Axe can get you there comfortably. Going to work, visiting a friend, or just to relax at the park. Axe can get you there affordably. Axe is here to get you there safely, comfortably, and affordably. Choose Axe as your driving service and give us a call to schedule a ride.
Welcome back for the 2:42 in the fourth quarter. Steel Valley leading Neshannock 32-17. Steel Valley scored the first 13. Neshannock the next 17. Now Steel Valley with the last 19. And a squib kick. Fielded by Neshannock. Falling on the ball is Zachary Presnar. And unfortunately, we were talking about Michael Kersey. He got helped off the field after that kick, after that extra point. He's sitting on the sideline down there in the bench. So Neshannock with one timeout, needing 2 scores.
That was a 4-play, 18-yard drive, capped off with a 3-yard Donald Barksdale touchdown run.
That's your Joseph Marketplace scoring summary. They've been around since 1915. Check out their cafe and bakery like we did a few weeks ago.
It was very good.
And Jimmy Moore makes one more appearance. And so Huff go through the middle and gain a couple yards down to the 47-yard line.
On that really big run by Johnny Huff, they've kept him in check.
Yeah, they have. Other than that 50-yard run, his biggest run was 7 yards.
Before that, we minus 27?
Minus 23 in the first half.
Yep.
He actually had a 21-yard run, too. Huff back to pass, and he's under pressure. Ionelli will get the completion, fall forward to about the 47-yard line. Nice play there by Barksdale on the far side. Complete for about 6 yards or so.
It was a nice run by Ionelli after the catch.
Bring up 3rd and 3.
This is definitely four down territory.
Yeah, they're clock down to 1:45. Huff, here comes the screen pass. It's overthrown. Jackson Billick. Bring up 4th down.
They left Jason Hauser come through, and he was a little bit closer. I think Huff really wanted him.
So season right here for the Neshannock down to 130. They trail 32-17. Play clock down to 9. Huff. Looks, throw over the middle. It's complete and dropped by DeMays.
Oh.
Would have had the first down, but unfortunately looked before he had the ball, dropped it, and that's going to do it. And Steel Valley's going to more than likely move on to face the Beaver Falls Tigers on Friday night, next Friday afternoon at 2 o'clock. They got 1:24 to go to get out of this one.
I think after the last hit the Mays took, he looked to see if anybody was around instead of catching the ball first. Because Donald Barksdale just annihilated him the last time he caught the ball.
Well, it's been a Donald Barksdale show here tonight.
Especially in the second half. There we thought Cruz Brookins was going to clean house, and he didn't.
Barksdale had 4 carries for 14 yards in the first half. We'll give you his final numbers, unofficial numbers after this one. We'll have a Tri-County Principals post-game show. We'll hand out our awards. It looks like Steel Valley.
They're calling timeout.
No, they haven't started the play clock. Now they finally do.
Oh.
Took a while.
I think Greg Smith was saying, "What are you doing here?"
Yeah, they're trying to get the next man on here. John Heddleston. Where's John? Where's our other lineman?
Well, you said number 75 was sitting on the sidelines.
And Brookins will just keep it himself, and he'll fall down and stay in bounds, which is the nice, good play to do.
Smart play.
-1 yard.
Which I don't think he cares about.
They'll let the clock run. Heddleston will come off now.
Hauser's back in the game, so Lee.
That's good. Steel Valley fans celebrating with the clock down to 45 seconds. As well as they should.
Neshannock really battled him tonight.
The kneel down, and that's going to do it. Neshannock, I do not think, will call their final timeout. And they will not. The final score. And a great, great ball game here from Montour High School. Steel Valley will go on to play for the 2A championship next week against Beaver Falls. Your final score, Steel Valley 32, Neshannock 17. We'll be back for our Tri-County Principals Postgame Show. You're listening to Watching High School Football here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP and the TribLive High School Sports Network.
Good.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team and how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for homeowners and businesses in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting and related projects for the winter season. Call Joe today, 724-714-4294, to discuss your next project.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PennOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
That was awesome.
At our Cunningham Funeral Home and Crematory, we are a proud 6th-generation, family-owned and operated funeral home located centrally in the Newcastle and Neshannock communities. Our large facility and experienced staff allows us to accommodate any family with personalized services. To learn more about our services and pre-planning, visit our website at www.cunninghamfh.com or follow us on Facebook. Allow our family to help your family.
Having a safe and healthy home is not something to play games with, especially if your home was built before 1978. You may be exposed to extremely harmful lead-based paint hazards. If you're concerned about lead in your home, don't roll the dice on your family's safety. LCAP's Healthy Homes Lead Hazard Reduction Program is here to help you win the battle. Your family's health and safety is the goal. Contact the Department of Healthy Homes today.
Cold winds blowing, temperatures dropping, and snow is beginning to fall. And then your furnace goes out. LCAP's LIHEAP Crisis Program is here to help. If your furnace is blowing cold air, not turning on, or not reaching the desired temperature, help is right around the corner, whether it needs fixed or replaced. For information, call the Department of Healthy Homes at 724-656-0090. LCAP's Healthy Home programs are the key to safer living.
And welcome back to our Tri-County Postgame Show. Final score, 32-17. The Steel Valley Ironmen survive. They score the first 13 points. Our Joseph's Marketplace scoring summary. Second play of the game, 76-yard pass from Brookins to Delmario Shields, 7-0, and then 3 and out for Neshannock. 9-yard run by Brookins makes it 13-0. That was the score until halftime. Neshannock had a chance in that first half. They had that 14-minute drive from their own 45, had a couple cracks at it, couldn't get in. But they lost, couldn't score, so it made it 13-0. At half, they get the ball off. First play of the second half, Johnny Huff, 50-yard run, cuts the lead to 13-7. Steel Valley does not get a first down the whole third quarter. Neshannock goes on another 16-play drive. They end this one with a 27-yard field goal, 16 play and 58 yards, with 2:27 to go here in the third quarter. Make us a ball game, 13-10. They hold them again, and then they go on a 2-play, and then they get the bad snap. Punter runs out of bounds. Neshannock takes over to 19-yard line of Steel Valley. Second play there, a 19-yard pass from Huff to DeMays. They have a lead, 17-13 with 8:58 to go. But then the play, Barksdale takes off in an 80-yard run that just broke a tackle about the 25, got to the outside, and then he cruised. Made it 19-17 with 8:41 to go. Neshannock had a chance, but they could not drive. And then Brookins with a 4-yard run, 4 plays, 72 yards, make it 25-17. They admit that extra point, no good. And Neshannock a chance, but unfortunately they come late out of the huddle for the drive with 4:48 to go. And then they hurry up the play. They get sacked. The ball comes loose. Huff loses it. Then final score of the game, why not Barksdale?
Tell you what.
Another 3-yard run. Final score 32-17. A great game from Neshannock, though. Unfortunately, come up on the losing side.
I'll tell you what, Neshannock played one heck of a game for 3 quarters. In the fourth quarter, they just had a couple key plays they didn't make, a couple key plays they gave up. Like I said, Barksdale, he was the one that knocked the ball out of Johnny Huff's arms. I think they probably should have called the timeout, but they wanted to hurry a play, and I don't think they were ready for it.
Yeah, and unfortunately it came up short. So final numbers on the night, unofficially 16 carries for 75 yards for Cruz Brookins on the ground. So they did their job. They held him in check. First half, not so much, but second half, he had 6 carries for 6 yards in the second half.
I don't think anybody's done that all year. I mean, the man who scored 333 yards of rushing last week is held to, what did you say, Lee?
75 yards, but 6 yards in the second half.
That's amazing.
But the man of the hour, Donald Barksdale, 12 carries and 201 yards on the night for Donald Barksdale. In the second half, he had 187 yards rushing in the second half, and the big runs of 80 and 66 yards. Final numbers for Johnny Huff, unofficially 15 carries for 97 yards. He was 8 of 18 through the air, but only 45 yards, 1 TD and 1 interception. Ainelli finished the night with 11 carries, 5 yards on the night for Neshannock Lancers. So great effort. Coming up a little short by Donald Barksdale. Really turn if they hold him there, or they at least the long drive or something. But boy, that big thing, all the momentum just comes right out of him right there.
An 80-yard run's going to do that.
So now it's time for it's almost did it again. Our Maley Chiropractic play of the game and our Lawrence County, our LCAP player of the game. And I got to find my sheet, which I had it here. There we go. We're going to go with our Maley Chiropractic play of the game. Let's go with Mr. Johnny Huff, Jay, and that 50-yard run to start the second half, who brought him back the 13-7 deficit.
Maley Chiropractic is proud to present the Play of the Game Award to Johnny Huff of the Neshannock Lancers. Maley Chiropractic and Lawrence County SportsNet are proud to honor Mr. Huff for tonight's Play of the Game. John will receive a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of tonight's Play of the Game. Video of tonight's Play of the Game may also be featured on TribLive High School Sports Network standout platform on Twitter and Instagram. To view tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game and a full list of this season's top plays, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on Play of the Game. Congratulations to Johnny Huff for tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game.
And we're going to go defense for our player of the game tonight, because the second half was just on fire. And the man who led that defense was Johnny Huff. I mean, Ryan Huff, the 5'11", 250-pound senior. He was just everywhere in that second half, Jay.
I'll tell you what, almost every time we made a call was Ryan Huff again.
Yeah, Ryan Huff had carried his team in the second half, but unfortunately could not carry it enough. So the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership is proud to present the Player of the Game Award to Ryan Huff of the Neshannock Lancers, LCAP, and the Lawrence County SportsNet. They're proud to honor him for tonight's Player of the Game. Ryan will receive a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being named tonight's Player of the Game. To view the full list of this year's Players of the Game, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on the Player of the Game. Congratulations to Ryan Huff for being named tonight's LCAP Player of the Game. LCAP changing lives. It's been a fun one. I want to thank Ashley Pistachio for producing, Tyler Aaron on the camera work today, everybody here at Montour High School for this one. And we do have one Lawrence County team, Jay, going to Acroshore Stadium. Next Friday, we have an audio-only broadcast here on the Lawrence County Sports Network. The Union Scotties will face the Bishop Canavan Crusaders next Friday at 11 o'clock. And I'll be listening from Northern Virginia, because I'll be at the Outlaws' house, so I'll make sure I put that away. So, but your final thoughts here tonight on the Neshannock Lancers team, Jay. Great season.
I'll tell you, that was a very, very impressive game for Neshannock, especially for about three and a half quarters, and then the wheels fell off the cart, so to speak.
Unfortunately. So that's going to do it here from Montour High School. Again, I want to thank everybody here from Montour. So the final score: Steel Valley defeats the Neshannock Lancers 32-17. For my partner Jay Moan and for everybody here at Montour, at Ashley Pistachio, Tyler Aaron, my name's Lee Moan. 32-17 final score. You've been watching and listening to great football here on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP and the TribLive High School Sports Network. Have a great night, everybody.
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Anything else for me?
Take it down.